ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Veterans Stadium in Troy, Alabama, where in just a few moments we'll be bringing you the high school football game between the Trojans of Charles Henderson High School and the Carroll High School Eagles of Ozark. I'm Mike Amos, and ladies and gentlemen, Neil Armstrong and what's your buddy's name over there?
Wally Lowry.
Wally Lowry are back in full speed ahead, ladies and gentlemen, for what could be, Neil, one of the best high school football games of the week.
It could be, Mike. You're right. And I see the spirit line forming down there. That's great to see. And as far as going to be a hard-fought game in South Alabama, you're right. This may be the best one tonight. And Carroll, coming off an excellent season last year. Wally,
I think they're 12-1.
We believe they were 12-1 last year. We know they were undefeated in the season. They beat Charles Henderson 41-24, and they went on undefeated in the regular season, Mike. And they did not lose in the playoffs to the third round. And I think they lost to the eventual state champions.
Beauregard, sure.
No question. Of course, there when you mention Coach Roger McDonald and you mention Carroll High School, the first thing you think about is running the football. They're not going to, if they don't have to throw it a single time, they won't.
They won't.
They only throw it when they want to throw it and have to throw it. In most of the cases, they want to throw it.
No, they won't. They will not throw it. They don't.
I know, but what I'm saying, if they do pass it, it's not because they have to, because they want to.
It's because they want to. That's right.
So, Mike, you're saying Jonathan Fels is going to be toting the bread tonight.
Number 28, folks.
Well, last year they had two great running backs. And the young man that graduated, and gosh, I'm sorry that I can't remember his name, but he was a very good one, and he's playing college ball somewhere now. And of course, Fales was the other running back, and they ran out of that wing T and the over unbalanced line and just ran it at will at Charles Henderson last year with this guy, and one of these guys' name was Fields, and all he did last week against what I thought was a pretty good Daleville team from Daleville, Alabama, he gained 156 yards and scored 2 touchdowns. On 20 carries.
That's right.
So they like to run him, and of course, Danny Suter, very good friend of mine, very good friend of yours. You played many a round of golf with him.
Coach Suber.
Coach Suber is one of the outstanding line coaches you'll find anywhere, and he'll have this offensive line ready to come off the ball.
He will. And Carroll of Ozark's now entering the field. They're wearing all white with red numbers. And the Trojan Spirit line is forming, Mike.
Yeah.
And I just want to cover a few points that I think are important for the Charles Henderson Trojans tonight and Coach Brad McCoy. The first point I want to cover, Mike, is I hope they corrected the dead ball penalties. I hope the coach instilled in them this week that it is very selfish to get a dead ball penalty after the play's over, drawing attention to yourself. Let's hope that they've corrected that issue. 5 dead ball penalties down in Mobile. 5 dead ball after the play penalties where the player was trying to draw attention to themselves. We have got to get that corrected. Also, last week, Mr. Mike and Wally, we only played 3 quarters of football. The Trojans didn't crank it up until about 2 or 3 minutes left, 2 or 3 minutes into the second quarter. And tonight, against a good Carroll team that got put out late in the playoffs last year, the Trojans better come to play all 4 quarters tonight, or the outcome will be the same as last week. And the last point, and you've already hit on this, Mr. Mike, and Wally, you know what I'm talking about too. You better strap it on and stop the run. That's my 3 points for the game tonight, Mike.
No question about it. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. Very well done by the Charles Henderson High School Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, back to our field. And, of course, as we say every week, we come out here I don't know if there's a better looking place to watch a football game anywhere in America than this.
And
It's
tonight,
perfect height. It's a perfect layout.
as people are fleeing the state of Florida for their lives and leaving their houses and everything they've built, their dreams and mortgages, and they don't know what's going to happen. They don't know what they're going to go home to. Here we are in our lovely city enjoying the best weather that I can remember in a long time in the first week of September, and it is just perfect for high school football.
But the captains about a while ago, ahead and give us our captains.
It's going to be 51. That's
51
Will Reeves.
1 is DQ Tony.
23
23 is Tyrell Jones.
and 10.
10
Or
is
either 19. I can't tell. 19.
19.
19.
And that is that young man that is not listed right here.
19.
Oh, 19. I'm sorry. That's
Javon
Allen. Yeah.
Allen, number
Tell,
19.
tell us about this guy. Everybody's been talking about him.
Coach, you talking about
He's
playing
quite a
some
player.
defense. You talking about playing some defense. He is around the ball, Coach.
No question about it. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we got a great football game between two very well coached football teams. Two big area games. This is a huge area game.
Region game for both squads.
To start the region play. And of course, I know Coach McCoy and his staff is ready, just like Coach McDonald. I like this Charles Henderson football team. They've got to be able to stop the run. If they stop the run, they win the football game.
I agree, Mike. Let's call the captains out for Carroll of Ozark, and that's going to be number 7, Timothy McClendon, the linebacker. Number 3, Markel Lewis, one of the running backs that had several carries last week. And number 10, Tyler Benton, another linebacker. Captains tonight for the Carroll Eagles of Ozark.
And of course, those are the captains for Ozark, dressed in their white jerseys with white pants and red numerals, with red helmets. Looks a little bit like those guys from Tuscaloosa, don't they?
They sure do, Mike.
And of course, the Charles Henderson Trojans in their traditional blue jerseys with blue pants and orange numerals with white trim. Of course, what a setting for a great high school football game. And my good friend Spencer Thomas, tell us where we're going tonight.
Tonight, Mike, we are live on Facebook on Studio 52 Productions. We're going to YouTube with a shot I'll show you real quick. And there's that shot. We're going to be showing all 4 cameras simultaneously on YouTube. And if you like that, comment, and we'll be really excited to hear that feedback. Right now, though, we're actually doing a live camera on the field on the coin toss, and we're going to go down right to that.
Of course, here's the up close and personal coin toss.
How many high schools, Mike,
Not
can
many.
have the live coin toss?
Look who's there. Isn't that Wiley's little boy right there?
Is that Blake?
No, sir, Blake's running the ball in
That's
tonight.
not Blake. Looks like him, though.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to say one thing about the head
This is
ref.
yeah.
I talked to his wife, which is doing the clock, and she told me he has been calling 36 years
Oh man.
as a
where are they
white hat.
from? Do you
They're
know?
from the Dothan crew. I should have wrote a gentleman's name down, but he has been 36 years.
Well, I tell you what, it's one of the longest coin tosses I've seen lately.
I tell you what, I would be willing to bet because I've been in that white hat situation.
Yeah.
And I've given long speeches before at midfield, and I know what he's doing after the film of Charles Henderson extracurricular activity last week. He is warning both squads that he ain't going to have none of that, and he's giving them a little bit of an extra talk about playing after the whistle, and he is going ahead and setting the tone for this game right there. And he's telling them they're the captains, they're in charge, they got to keep their team under control. And I guarantee you that's what took so long, Mr. Mike.
Wally, did you get who won the toss?
I think Charles Henderson won the 10th, and
You're right.
Charles Henderson won the toss, and they want the ball.
Yeah. Okay, here Carroll is. Of course, this is Charles Henderson with a new helmet. Now, tell us how they got this helmet. Guardian Credit? I mean, not Guardian, but Max Credit.
Max
Credit.
Credit Union in conjunction with the Sports Boosters and the Foundation and the new partnership program.
What a great way to start business in Troy, Alabama. You haven't been in business long, and you buy them a big, fine helmet, run out on football.
Absolutely.
Boy, that's my kind of
That's
company.
my kind of contribution.
All right, we're going to
community.
watch Carroll come out first. They'll be the first to hit the field. Of course, they're
Here they come.
outstanding cheerleaders. And here comes the Eagles of Carroll High School, coached by 11-1 season a
12
year
and 1, I
ago,
believe.
and now, ladies and gentlemen, are 1-0 on the season. And here comes the Trojans of Charles Henderson High School, coached by Brad McCoy. As the Trojans come out, the cheerleaders, all 21 strong, head out on the field.
Trojans look good in their all blue, Mike. I thought they were going to wear white pants tonight, but they got on blue helmets, blue
All blue.
shirts, blue pants, and black socks. Black shoes and orange numbers.
I don't believe we'll have much trouble seeing them, do we?
And Neil and Mike, the popcorns are popping, cheerleaders are cheering, the bands are playing.
That means high school football
Football is
all
here.
over, so I got chills.
Well, I was looking down the cheerleaders, Neil. It doesn't look like as many as we've had.
There he is. Some of them are running.
I see them.
Some of them are running the flags.
That's right.
They had some are in charge of the spirit line, some are in charge of running. They're all down there. Folks, we hope you're as excited as we are. We love high school football, and we hope you do too. And again, this cool, crisp night, Wally, here we are, Veterans Memorial Stadium, Troy, Alabama. All the schools love to come play Charles Henderson at home. What a venue, a division,
Well, and I'll tell you,
Division I school.
I'll tell you one negative thing if you're a Charles Henderson player or a fan or coach is this stadium inspires players to play harder. I really believe. Because they're so impressed with this stadium and this facility, I think it makes them play harder. I really do.
And you can be anywhere, my friends, and we're right here tonight.
That's right.
That's it.
Okay, Carol will kick it off.
Number 3 deep for the Trojans, and that is Kobe Jones along with
This is
number
a
1,
short
Deacon
kick,
Tony.
and we're going to get it. Oh, no, they get it. We bounce off our 10.
No.
Yes.
Number 2 for Charles Henderson High School.
Number 5, Mike.
Number 5, it was Chance Pollard. Let it bounce off his chest, and Chance, you got to look those in. A great advantage for Ozark to begin the game.
And number
Huge
59
game.
for Ozark, that was
Recovered the
Edward
fumble.
White.
Recovered the muff on the kick.
So they've got it now. What better could you ask to get it at the Trojan 27-yard line on a botched kick? And it was an easy ball to handle. He just didn't look it in.
Yeah, right in the chest.
And of course, now let's see if we can stop them. A stop here would be huge.
Boy, would it. Talking about swinging momentum just a few minutes into the first quarter. Straight ahead
Their
run.
quarterback gives to the run back Fields, and he bounces off a tackle and goes inside the 25 to, let's call it the 24, or right at, or close to the 23.
And, Mike, you could see on the first play,
Gain
there
of
was
3.
no hesitation from Mr. Fales. He went straight up in there like he meant business.
No question about it, and that's a heck of a way to get the football. And that's where they start their drive at the 32.
Number 34 for the Eagles, split wide to the top of your screen on the left. That's William Parsons.
And partner is their outstanding receiver at the top of your screen. I backfield. Here's Fields, and he breaks a tackle, and he goes inside very close to a first down. I think it might be a little short, Wiley.
And it is, and I tell you, that number 97 for Ozark's a Hoss, but I do not have his number listed, so I don't know who the gentleman is, but that's a big kid, buddy.
He is. He looks real strong. 2 runs by Fales, Mike, and brings up 3rd and 1.
Big play here, a huge play. Well, it's 4 downs, I would think.
Yeah.
I would think early in the game they're going to definitely make it 4 downs. Now they're coming out in the unbalanced line at the bottom of your screen.
Big fullback number 10, one of the captains right there, Tyler Benton.
Again, they don't do anything fancy. They run right at him. They get the first down. He runs over a Trojan and bounces inside the 15 to about the 14. Now they're going to mark it very close to the 13. So first down for the Eagles of Ozark to start the game.
And no tricks. Just like the Trojans knew they were going to do, 3 straight runs between the tackles. They're not trying to trick anybody.
No question about it.
Yeah,
Look at big number 76, Wally. He's a fine-looking tackle.
Jartavius Ware, along with, looks like his buddy number 78, McLean. Some big boys up there.
Anthony McLean,
5-man
unbalanced to
Troy
right.
front. Inside, he cuts back against Green, but got to get him now. They do.
That's
Good
our best
defense.
defensive play of the night. There was no cutback lanes available.
Number 42, or is that 40? Who is that for Charles
40
Henderson?
Cummings.
Made the initial stop.
And I know the defensive coordinator, Travis Baxley, he's going to have some different packages for this game because of that running. You know, we saw Mike, Neil, and I called we went and watched the Ozark game. We didn't call it, the Ozark crew did. And I forgot who they were. Was it Catholic or somebody they were playing? And they kind of struggled with their running game. But, heck.
Again, backfield double tight end set. Just basic football, tackle to tackle.
Yeah, Mr. Pollard's going to have to
Tackle, bingo! What a lick!
Tackle right there, and that's 27, Jamal Smith.
Oh man, that's where you do it right there. Now that's where you play linebacker.
They call that a scrape angle.
And he laid the wood to him too. I want to say you don't say laid the wood to him anymore though. There's no wood left, is it? You go how much farther? Of course, I go back with you Ozark folks with Mickey Andrews and Billy Knowles and Grady Elmore Jr. And I go back with some of the great Carroll High teams, Ellis Beck, Dexter Wood, and Wilbur Jackson. I go way back with those guys. Double tight end set again. Throw the jump pass. Intercepted. He might have room. He might have room.
Don't block him.
He can turn the corner. He's at the 20. He is still going and out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Big play for the Trojans.
Number 6,
I know it hasn't been a long game, but the biggest play in the game so far.
That's right. Okay, we got one and they got one.
Yes, sir.
So let's start over.
Who got it, Wiley?
Number 6, Ahmad Daly. This is where we should have started on the kickoff. So now we got it 1st and 10. Now the game's going to start.
No question. And another good confidence barrier for the defense. They had pretty much held their ground after a couple of rushes. We were holding the ground pretty good in the big interception.
And the tight end was open, Mike. He just kind of threw it behind him, and it went off his shoulder pad. Luckily for the Trojans, and the Trojans were Johnny on the spot.
Neal and Davis to the guards. High backfield. They're going to give it to the inside running back.
It's number 3, Mike, and that's Kobe Jones.
And Jones gets some positive yards up to the
3 or 4 yards,
34-yard line.
At least
Gain of
4.
4.
At least 4.
It's perfect. Look, as the engineer writes it, it's perfect. 6 yards a game.
I like it.
Okay.
I wish we would have one of those games where we didn't have to throw it.
The quarterback is Noah Lowry.
Number 20 is off his hip, Mike, and that's Jared Wilson.
Of course, he had a big game last week. Going to throw it right now. He's got a block, got room.
Turn it up, baby, turn it up.
And he's going to be close. Now they're going to spot it right at 1st down yardage. So I believe they're going to give him the first down.
Me, Mike.
Yeah, it's marked right there on the line. But I thought that one, Ozark recovered very quickly.
Mike, you know how you kept saying last week they love to put it on the line. They love to put it on the line.
That's right, exactly.
Well, let me tell you, the nose of that football was touching the paint. Guess what? They didn't have to measure.
That's right.
As long as that nose of that ball touches that paint, 1st down Trojans.
Exactly right. Especially since the engineer draws this one out, and the high school coach does most of them.
Yeah.
Inside handoff, and he's got room. He's got room.
This is Wilson.
40, all the way inside the 40 to about the 42-yard line.
Good
now they're
blocking
marking at the
that
43.
time by the right side, Mike.
I thought he was gone.
Will Reed, woo, buddy. He laid talking to
50,
Wood.
55, Kendall Davis,
Marco,
Will Reed, 51,
Marco
and Zach
Lewis.
Jones with a big-time block.
Marco Lewis saved a touchdown for Carroll. He was the last one to get him.
Grant Baker, the right tackle that time, had his man pinned. Twin wideouts to the left and twin wideouts to the right. Quick shotgun
Got him
formation.
out there, wide open.
DQ
Tony.
Tony. DQ Tony, number
They
1.
didn't give it to him, though. He's going to be a tad short. Good pass and catch that time by Lowry to Tony. And, of course, that's his favorite target, isn't it?
So far.
It looks like number 8 for Ozark.
What a good drive going.
Sartorius Mulkey holding his hand.
Derek McKinney, the young speedster, comes into the game. Is he at tailback? Or is he at the wide receiver?
He's a wide receiver, Mike. Number 20 still in the tailback.
And he got his first down.
Oh,
wait a minute.
Just barely.
They're going to call him short again.
Yeah, that's okay. We got another. It's 4 down
We're in
territory
good
for
shape.
us.
It looked like number 6 for Ozark. Kennedy with the stop on that play.
Good play
That was a
by
very good play.
The front of Ozark right there really stuffed our offensive lineman that time. Nice play by the Carroll Eagles front.
This ball game is fronts against front.
You're right.
Whoever wins the front battle is going to win the game.
You're right.
And y'all want to keep an eye on number 7, Timothy McClendon for Ozark.
They jump. Got evidently quick snap.
Man, let's see who the culprit is.
It's from Carroll. It's the linebacker that shot the gap. I want to say it's number 2 for Carroll,
And
who
it's going
is
to be against
Mizzou
Carroll.
Martin.
And we went on a little funky count that time and got us a free first down.
You know, people do forget, or we forget even more, that we have instant replay, don't we?
That's
We
right.
sure do.
Okay,
used it
first
yet,
down
but-
for the Trojans. Ball resting at the Carroll 29-yard line.
Lowry threw the screen pass,
That was knocked down.
tipped and incomplete. Second 10.
I think Carroll's the type team that you're going to pretty much have to run straight at because they got good quickness. Look at here.
What's
look
Lyle?
at here. Look at here. We are being fed.
Lyle Wise has brought in some groceries.
And tell us where it came from, Lyle.
Zion
Rollins,
Flows.
former Charles Citizen
Coming to
star.
Flows. We appreciate that, Lyle.
Thanks.
Second
down.
10 for the Trojans after that incompletion.
And they can get a first down at the 19-yard line.
This is Wilson right up the middle.
Look at Wilson. Look at that lane. He's going to turn the corner.
Jared, go,
And he
Jared.
gets this
Yeah.
first down on a penalty play.
Penalty play, number
I believe, I want to say face mask, but let's see.
Number 3, the running back, Markel Lewis, is also playing defense, and he was on the tackle that time for the Carroll Eagles. Getting Wilson around the right end.
If you're a Trojan, let's hope it's a face mask against Carroll.
Well,
let's see what the call's
see
going
what
to
the
be.
white hat signals. Holding against the Trojans, but the flag is on the 11.
All right, they'll give
So
him a
it'll
first
be,
down.
that's
though, won't
right,
they?
it'll be from the end of the run since the holding was in front of the yard to gain. So they'll mark it from the end of the run and we'll replay second down. I'm thinking it's going to be something like 2nd and 7, my guess.
It fellas, just like we were calling the game last week, we would make some great plays, 30, 40-yard runs,
That's right.
and Mike would have to come
Yeah,
back.
yep.
Boy, boy.
yep.
We could never flip that field, and that's
Yeah,
something, Neil.
that's right.
I was going to mention in pregame, we got to flip the field, get these yards and not penalties.
Neal and Brown are the guards. Center is Will Reeves, and the tackles are Kendall Davis and Zach Jones. On a second down and a long 7.
And the penalty backed them up. We had a first down there.
Inside
This is
handoff.
DQ
and he's
Tony
not going-
with the
There was
keeper.
a great play by Tony. He's going to turn the corner.
Boy,
He's
he's got
going to
some
go
quick feet.
inside the 15. They're going to mark it right at the 14-yard line. A first down for the Trojans. And he lighted the broken for a touchdown.
He sure
Wally.
did, boy.
He sure did.
Those feet are quick.
Oh, yeah, no question about it. Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
I tell you what.
Lyle Wise has just treated us up here, so I can't talk with food in my mouth, but I'm gonna try.
You gonna try? All right. Okay. Thank you. Zion Rollins and
Reeves
Flows
goes over the football.
has sent Lyle with this chili bacon cheese fries, Wally.
Single back, double back set.
Turn it up,
He's
baby.
trying to go
Turn 'em
outside
on.
and cannot.
Jamal Smith running wide, and that's the first. That's really the first play that we've tried to go east and west.
Well, that's what I was trying to say just a while ago. We had tried to go east and west a few times, and they've got great quickness
They
on
do.
the corner.
They do. I like.
And-
I like our chances right off tackle right now.
No question about it.
Just like I was
But-
saying earlier, Kennedy, number 6, man, he's been on a lot of plays for Carroll so far.
He's a fine football player, and we're going to take the officials' timeout.
For Heat.
With 5:28 remaining. Do we want to leave it here? Go to our commercial. We'll be back to more of Charles Henderson High School Carroll High football in just a moment.
That's it.
All right, crew, let's get started. Sure.
Don't ignore the law. You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 days before any digging project so you can avoid hitting our essential buried utilities. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811.
A personal touch, a high level of trust. Whether it's checking and savings accounts, personal or business loans, or our local friendly service. That's what Troy Bank and Trust customers expect. But now we offer more. Free identity theft protection for our new and existing customers, protecting your family's time, money, and good name from identity theft. Because protecting your identity is now a big part of our identity.
Back to play here at Veterans Memorial Stadium in Troy, where Charles Henson looking at a 2nd and 16 call from their 19, or from the Eagle 19. Larry's going to try to throw it, and he throws it out of bounds. Did a good job to prevent a loss that time.
We're gonna try to get a field goal here, I hope.
Was that? I thought that was it's third down.
That's
Isn't
going to
it?
be third. It's going to be third down now.
Third down. From the 19, they've got to reach the 4-yard line of Ozark for a first down. So a long ways to go here. Need a big play.
Either way you put it, we need points, 3 or 6. I'll take a 6 any day.
I imagine DQ's gonna get a jump ball right here if I was gambling.
Well, Larry's in trouble and throws it off.
I
He
was
breaks
wrong.
the tackle with fumble.
Nah, that's
Thank goodness they didn't call it an interception.
It was incomplete. Incomplete. Now the Trojans probably try a field goal.
Very good defensive effort by Carroll that time to stop the Trojans. And now let's see if they bring Bush in. Right now they're not signaling for it though. Where's his range is probably inside the 30.
Right around 40 yards is his range.
Here he comes.
And he is coming in.
Number 8.
And we got an issue right here. We're gonna have to call timeout because the official has. Don't swap that ball. Okay.
Go ahead and call timeout. This will be a good timeout, I think.
The umpire just allowed them to swap the ball after it was spotted ready for play, which is a cardinal sin.
We're not gonna get this off.
But at least they let us do it.
Well, we did. We got it off, and he
Kick
drilled
it.
it. He drilled it.
That's good.
He drilled it.
Good
Right
job right
there.
That is a 32-yard field goal.
Cameron Bush.
32-yard field goal, Cameron Bush. 3-0, Charles Henderson.
His daddy, the legendary Diamond Dave Bush, one of the finest trainers.
And
No question about it.
Before we go to break, before we do anything during this scoring break, let's do a little roll call on our sponsors real quick,
Okay,
Mike.
let's do.
And I'm just going to run them down and we'll talk about them later. Earl's Glass, Town & Country Southern Grill and Patio, the Witherington Insurance Group, Troy Bank and Trust, Bill Jackson Chevrolet, Trojan Graphics, Mr. Colin McCrary, Hastings Shipman and Wiggins, Bird's Drugs, Wise Office Supply, Jones Medical Supply, the Half Shell, Oyster Bar and Grill, the Alabama Real Estate Connection, who's got an open house in the morning from 9 to 11:30. Go see them. Houses off of Spradley. Mike Shelton, State Farm Insurance, Joey Meredith Photography, Garrett Enterprises, all your earth moving and septic needs. Marcus Paramore, District 3 Councilman, Wiley Sanders Trucking, Max Hughes Trucking, and Mama Goldberg's Deli up on the square, Mike.
All right, we're going to keep it right here. Charles Henderson has just driven from their own 30 and ended up getting a field goal out of it from 29 yards out. Now Bush will kick off. Trojans lead 3-0 early in the game. Good powering kick.
That was a great drive by the Trojans, Mike, all the way up to the holding call.
No question about it. There goes the hole, and there goes.
And he's loose. This is
And
number
you know,
2.
and you know who made that tackle? Brother Bush.
And this
Thank
was
goodness.
Mazu Martin, number 2 for the Carroll Eagles, with a really, really good return and good tackle there by the kicker, Bush.
And that looked just like his dad tackling when he played it. You follow. He and I played up against each other.
Yeah.
You know something also that'll surprise you a little bit about Jonathan Fales. He's only a junior.
Yeah, he's a good-looking running
He's
back.
a fine-looking
I hope
football
Troy's
player.
paying attention to him. Troy University.
Of course, he's a good one. Okay, they start from their own 43-yard line. The Trojans are coming out in a 5-man front. In fact, gosh, 8 in the box, 9 in the box.
Yeah, we're
They're
man
9 in the box, and I don't blame them. But they got a game tackle.
Look, number 5 for us, Pollard, up at the top covering that wide receiver. The defensive coordinator has told him, you got him man-to-man. We got 10 people in the box.
That's right, 10 people in the box.
mean, look,
if you're going to stop a rush, that's what you got to do sometimes.
And number 5, Pollard, obviously, they got a lot of faith in him on man-to-man on that single wide receiver.
No question about it. And hopefully the Trojans, with that many men in the box, can put a lot of pressure on the quarterback.
And once again, same look.
And number 34, William Parsons.
Again, a double tight end set.
Straight power.
And bingo, they stopped him right on his tracks there.
I see the umpire threw a flag right in the middle of the pile. Let's hope
That's
it's
got
not.
to be holding, I hope.
Well, it could be hands to the face.
Excuse me, Carol. I know y'all on our cable too. I'm sorry. We're just having to be broadcasted for Troy.
Could be hands to the face by Charles Henderson or anything. We'll see. Chop
Blocking
block.
below the belt. That's 15 too, isn't
That's a lot of it. Chop block, and that. Let me explain that penalty right there. That is where one player is engaged with another player, like tussling up top, and another player comes and hits them below while the other two are wrestling. You just can't do that. You just can't. That's a vulnerable position for somebody to be blocking up top and then somebody chop them below, because they're in the free blocking zone right there around the neutral zone. So that's exactly what it was another person hitting somebody below the waist.
And I wonder if they were called it on number 75, Alvin Cole.
Don't know who it was. We don't call numbers in high school, but it was on the interior line though, Wally. You're right.
Yeah.
I tell you what, hey, laying all jokes aside, if you haven't ever had a chili cheesesteak from Diaz, you missed a treat. This is really good.
Boy, those bacon cheese fries are something else too.
Second down, and for, let's see, let's call it 19 for a first down. They can reach a first down inside the Trojans' territory at the 47. Second down and
Again,
19.
10 in the box for the Trojans.
Over unbalanced line that time too, and look at that
nice
linebacker.
That's 32, Bo Robinson. What
Bo
a great
Robinson.
scrape angle.
Boy, he is a
shot the
fine
gap.
player.
He shot the gap. He saw the lane where there was no lineman. He took it and met him right there before the running back was able to turn it up on the tall sweep around the left side.
Now, Mike and Neil, if I'm a betting man, 3rd and long, I guarantee you this next play could be a screen.
It might be a screen play.
It is our.
Let's see if he'll throw it.
Or, you know, a long pass is as good as a punt.
That's
you know,
right.
You might get interference. You might catch it.
Ran the
and
first
then run it
man
right
through
up the
this
middle.
time, and he is tripped up
Yep.
right at the line of scrimmage. Let's see who got it for Charles Simpson right at the bottom of your screen.
I think it was it's a 27 Jamal Smith and 73.
Of course, Small, the other linebacker, Smith, both of them playing very good
that
right
was
now.
73 Northcutt finally making his presence known.
Now,
Yeah, no
Kobe
question.
Jones is back to receive the punt, and something I hope they learned off the film last week is not running east and west. We got to get this ball and go north.
That's right.
Kobe
North and
ran
south.
one back last week. Is that right?
He had a good one last week, yeah.
Here's a good kick by Carroll. Good
Ooh, that's a
high
good
kick.
Wally
Man.
spiral
He
kick.
don't
Gotta
fumble
make the
that.
catch.
He makes a great
He
catch.
does.
And he
And-
plays center field on that one.
And they'll take over right at the 25-yard line. And let's see, do we have time to go to a break here? Let's go to take a short break. We'll be right back to Veterans Stadium in Troy, Alabama. Carroll High of Ozark, Charles Simpson High School of Troy.
All right, crew, let's get started. Sure.
Don't ignore the law. You must call 811.
Back Cameron Bush. Going to throw right now. Incomplete and almost
incomplete.
intercepted.
Almost intercepted on the back end right there. Old tip
Yeah.
drill coverage by number 4,
Yeah.
Isaac McLeod.
Let me get it right on there. That was a 29-yard field goal, wasn't it? 29-yard instead of 39-yard field goal by the Trojans. Coming rushing into the game for the Trojans is number 4, Campbell for the Trojans. How you pronounce his name? Campbell, is that right?
Kelshawn.
Kelshawn. Big K.
Big K. I like
Give
that.
him a name.
Sprinting out to the left.
Throws
Quick
right
throw.
now, incomplete,
Oh,
off the
almost.
fingertip. So now we're looking at 4th down, and the kicking team will come on the field with 1:16 remaining here in the first quarter.
3-0 Trojans winding down the first quarter.
And Noah got just jaw jacked on
He
that
did.
after he threw.
He had to let it go a little earlier
He
than
really
he wanted
did.
to. He let
Now,
that.
tell us who snaps for kicks for Charles Simpson.
That's going to be Barton Hicks.
Barton Hicks.
That's Dr. Lee Hicks, the superintendent.
Well, I tell you what, he's a young guy, and I tell you what, that's a big position right there.
Yes, it is. He does a great job with that. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Good snap, beautiful snap. Good end over kick. Maybe it'll take a Trojan bounce. I do believe it will. It'll take a big Troy bounce, rolling inside the 15, and they're going to down it right at the 14-yard line.
Hey, Jackson
An excellent kick.
Jackson Giles, number 42. He was making sure that thing was going to go.
I'm okay. You say 43, 44-yard kick by Huner.
Mike, when you say Huner, you think of a lot of great athletes.
Boy.
In this.
Absolutely.
I go all the way back. Of course, I remember his daddy was a professional baseball player who ran the Riverside Cafe for years and years. Then Herbie Huner, his granddaddy, was a lettered in 4 or 5 sports at Charles Emerson. Then, of course, Ricky Huner, his brother, and Stanley Huner were both outstanding players. He's going to try to outrun folks. Bingo! Big hit.
Bo Robinson.
Man, oh man. Let me tell you this. That was a big-time hit right there.
He tiptoed like a butterfly with sore feet on that one, brother.
Let me tell you this. Buchanan might remember that when he gets out of bed in the morning. Boy, he got drilled.
Wally, that may be a candidate for the hit of the
Play game 2 yards.
week right there. Boom!
Oh, man.
Oh,
Call it
man.
second down and 8.
One more time, slow-mo on the replay right here, guys.
Oh, man. Both
What a
of them
lick.
made it. Who was the other tackler for Troy?
Whee! I don't know.
Okay,
Big time
again,
lick
double
by the
tight
Trojans.
end set for Carroll.
Setting the tone right there, maybe. This
And
is
then
fails.
he gets some positive yardage. They're going to give him the first down, I believe.
Good hard running right there by Mr. Fails.
Yeah, right at the 25-yard line. And you know what? It's just like Tennessee and Georgia Tech. You know, they love you to sleep, then
Yep.
bang.
Bang. You're
Bang.
right.
And
Yep.
that's what we got to be careful with. Of course, it's a big offensive line. This big guard on the right side, number 76. His name is Yatrivas Ware. And with that ends the first quarter of play with the score. Charles Henderson High School Trojans of Troy 3, the Carroll High Eagles of Ozark nothing. We'll be back to more high school football from Veterans Stadium in Troy, Alabama.
Here's some Napa know-how for you. Your local Napa Auto Parts store in Troy is under new ownership with an all-new fully stocked store. Big deal, you say? Big deal, we say. Like the ownership, the store has a new look, too. We're still delivering the same Napa quality and know-how, but we've increased our inventory and are committed to helping you find the parts you need when you need them. So come check us out. We've got the right part at the right price at the right time. Know-how, Napa know-how.
I'm Wes Allen. I'm Kay's husband. I'm Davis and Deanna's dad. I'm the probate judge of Pike County, and I'm also the candidate for state representative for Pike and Dale counties. But most importantly, I'm a follower of Christ. That's the most important thing. It gives us hope. It gives me hope. It guides me in everything that I do as it relates to my family, all the decisions that we make inside the probate office. If I'm elected to represent the people of Pike and Dale counties in Montgomery, my faith will guide me in the State House as it has in the courthouse.
Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness Center, we treat a variety of musculoskeletal and post-surgical conditions. We also offer massage therapy and sports performance training. At Elite, we have friendly and caring providers who are experts in their fields and strive to give exceptional service and excellent outcomes. Your provider of choice for all musculoskeletal, health, and fitness.
For Carroll from the Trojan, from their own 25. Inside handoff, and he breaks a couple of tackles. But swarming Trojans hold him up to about a 4-yard gain.
Mike, I want to mention Earl's Glass on 3-notch. Go see Earl's Glass. If you got any type of automotive needs, if you want your car painted, your glass fixed, if you just got a little crack in your windshield, they can stop the crack before it spreads. Go see Jonathan Earls at Earl's Glass.
And they do body work.
They do
Quite a
body
bit of
work, paint, anything.
Yeah.
Thank you, Earl's Glass, for sponsoring the CHHS telecast.
I'm going to start calling this wide receiver Lonesome In. He just goes out there every time just to be there, I believe. Bingo! Boy, what a lick there.
Yes, sir. That was
Who
good.
was that,
Honeycutt,
Wiley?
Honey,
Still going.
Northcutt.
Still going.
Northcutt had him and then just let him go. He said,
I
"All
tell
right,
you
fellas,
what,
you get the rest of
we
them."
stuffed him up right at the line there, but you got to give the Ozark
That's
kids
right.
credit. They kept churning and kept pushing. They got 4 extra yards after
Gosh,
the
I didn't
initial
watch that
contact.
whole play. He ended up getting almost 9 yards on that
Well,
play.
my hand finished it up at the end. Northcutt had him and tried to strong arm him, and then my hand said, "Let me just finish."
Ladies and gentlemen, look here. You very rarely ever see a screen where you see every player on defense inside the screen. They'll tell you right there.
And Fales
11
is,
in the box. Or down 10 in
Fales
the
is
box.
out getting a breather now. This is Mizzou Martin in the backfield.
Again, double tight end.
And they're going to
set.
give it to him.
There he goes, and he breaks it. That's what you got to worry about. That's what you got to worry about. Get him.
Number 6 for the Trojans right there.
Again, what are we talking about? Lulling to sleep?
Ahmad Daly. Ahmad Daly, number 6 for the Trojans, stayed with Mizzou Martin, and after a big gainer, Ahmad's able to push him out of bounds. Big first down for the Eagles right there. They got something cooking.
Give him 35 yards on the run.
And Charles Henderson coach is going to call timeout, and rightfully so. I think it's a great timeout.
No question about it.
And before we go any further, I want to mention Wise Office Supply right across the street from Troy Cable. Any office products you need, Mike, don't go to the big boys and waste your money and let your tax dollars go flying up to Arkansas to wherever else they go. Go see Lyle, Lane, and Lisa at Wise Office Supply. Get anything from paper clips to desk chairs to envelopes, anything you want that has anything to do with office, copiers, phones, faxes, anything. Go see them right here. Hometown guys, shop local, people. Go see Wise Office Supply on 3 Notch. They'll get anything you want. Thank you, Wise Office, for sponsoring the CHHS telecast and putting this game on television.
I tell you, this Travis Ware has really been blocking well for the Eagles. He's got to be right at 300 pounds. And
Mike, that last play, they made a gaping hole. And number 2 for the Eagles, who was spelling Mr. Fales, just looked like he had a quicker burst than Fales. Not taking anything away from Fales, but number 2, Mizzou Martin, been playing a lot on defense, and he looked really, really fast.
No question about it.
28 Fales is back in the game now.
Okay, again, straight. I want you to look how lined up straight, how straight their offensive line is. Look at the gap they got between the guard and tackle.
When you see them line up straight like that, that tells me right out of the gate.
Coach.
When nobody gonna pull, nobody's gonna be pulling. We're going straight at you.
Did you notice they had a huge, usually the splits are 1 and 2 feet. They had a split there, maybe 3 or 4 feet.
On the unbalanced
to give
side.
it a natural hole. They're hoping that Charles is going to line up on the other outside shoulder, give it a natural hole. You can see it right here. Look how wide the split is at the top of your screen.
On the unbalanced side.
At the top of your screen.
Yeah, which is a tackle.
They're going to run it right in there, too, and here you go.
Good in the play, Northcutt, 53.
That's right. Great
Tyler
play by
Benton
Northcutt.
for the Eagles on that carry.
Also 57 for the Trojans, Mike, and that's Tobias Dillard.
Yeah, no question about it.
It's going to bring up 3rd and about 4.5 for the Eagles. Big play right here for the Trojan defense after that gashing run. If they could stop them on a 3 and out after that gashing run first down, that'd be awesome.
And they got to watch out for the hard count.
The Trojans are in a 5-man front. Again, look at the split at the top of your screen. They're going to run it the same place
play.
again.
And they get him. Hard running by Fales, but the Trojans are right there. And this could be 4-down territory,
guys. That was
guys.
67 that made that tackle, and that was was that
67 is Jonah Norris.
Norris. That was a good play there.
I think
that was him.
I believe it was 57 though, Mike.
All right, 57.
That Tobias Dillard with back-to-back tackles.
Tobias Dillard.
Big 4th down play right here for the Trojans.
There's a big number 77 in there, 79 in there. Who is that big guy up front? Good-looking players. Here we go. Get him. They got him. They got him, I believe.
It's going to be close.
It's going to be very close. They're going to have to measure this one.
No,
they stopped
him. We stopped them by
I think they stopped him. I think they stopped him. They stopped him.
Over on downs.
Over on downs. They stopped him.
Great defensive stand by the Trojans after allowing number 2 for the Eagles to run 40 or 50 yards right up the middle. The Trojans just bowed their neck and stopped them on 4 straight
Number
plays.
27, Jamal Smith was the first man on that stop.
Was great defensive stand right there. Maybe broke the heart of the Eagles right there, Wally. I want to mention Burrs Drugs. the best bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich for breakfast you'll ever get is at Bird's Drugs on the square.
I like scrambled eggs with bacon, grits, and toast.
Yes.
Every morning. I love it.
Yeah. And hey, don't be waiting in line at Walgreens for 45 minutes on your prescription drugs. Call it in to Sam, Mr. Joe, or Nick Bavaro up at Bird's Drugs. They'll have it ready for you. And hometown service. Thank you, Bird's Drugs.
Again, the new quarterback in there, and he's going to take it right up the middle, and
Tony,
he's going to go down.
Forward, Tony.
Great play by their
I don't know what it is, but
safety number 10.
These kids these days, Mike, I tell you, the more football I watch, and I don't know if it's just the day and age we live in and the game they're playing today, these kids want to get to the sideline more than any era of football I've ever seen.
Tyler Denton made the play, a great play, one-on-one tackle for Carroll to hold that game to no gain on the play. Lowry back in at the quarterback position.
Straight
Wilson
drop.
is running back. He's going to throw. He's throwing. It is
incomplete. Come on. There you go.
Incomplete.
Big play right there by the
Wait a minute.
Eagles.
They call it a fumble.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Oh, okay. They were getting so excited. I was wondering about that.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you what. Great pressure right there by the Carroll Eagle front. We did not block them very well at all that time. The Eagles really got after Lowry that time. He had no time to survey the field at all.
This is Campbell coming into the football game at the receiver of the top of your screen. Call it 3rd and 10.
We're going to have to get something positive right here.
He's going to throw. He's got him out there. Complete. Got him to go upfield. And he is not. He's going to be very close.
Very close. And the official goes
and
down.
He's going to give us a good spot. We're going to have a first down.
Yeah, and luckily, Mike, hey, when I'm lucky, I call it.
That's right.
The official got knocked down.
That's right. We got an extra yard.
He lost his field of vision.
We got an extra yard.
He gave us an extra full yard.
No question.
Luckily for the Trojans, first down.
No question about it. And of course, coming into the game quickly for the Trojans, number 7. This is Dixon Hudson, and Jordan Dixon Hudson. And I'm glad he's back. He got hurt a couple of weeks ago.
Pike County. I'm going to tell you, Mike, I say it on the golf course all the time, and this is a lot of truth to this. I'd rather be lucky than good any day.
All right, here we go. They're going to run that inside handoff. Got a room.
You got to cut it up.
He turns upfield to the 40 and pushed out of bounds.
And he looks healthy to me, Mike.
And they're going to give him a first down right on the line.
And a penalty.
Is it holding?
I might be a late hit.
Is that a flag or something else? I don't believe that's a flag.
It looks like a flag from here. But
No, somebody just thought it was a flag. I believe they just made a mistake here, I think, don't they?
Sideline warning, or was it?
Oh, they're going to back it up.
No, holding.
That was a big blow right there. After a very good gain, they're going to back it up. They're going to give him the first down, I would believe, when it's
it's going to be a live ball foul.
He gained to the 45.
Doesn't matter. The penalty happened during the play, not after the play. So they'll repeat first down. I guess it's going to be
that old saying, do you
7?
penalize them where it hurts the defense the most or the offense the most? You remember that old saying?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's going to be about 1st and 7 for the Trojans.
You know what? It's not. We don't lose that much.
Yeah, we lost 10 yards, Mike.
Well, all right, wait a minute. But it was going to be a first down at the 45.
Just trying to spot the foul.
All right, here we go. And he's knocked down that time.
About 1 yard gain on the play. And he's
got
hurt again.
got
this is Kobe Jones down for the Trojans.
And hopefully it's not anything serious.
Now, Kobe Jones is a big part of our offense. Let's hope he's okay, Mike. Let's mention Atlanta and Scott down at Town and Country Southern Grill and Patio. Go see them for all your grilling needs. And
everybody talks about the Big Green Egg. They've got something better than the Big Green Egg, and it's made in America.
The Primo Grill.
And it's made in the United States of America, and of course, it's a great grill.
Go see Scott and Lynn Hartley.
Lyle Wise. Cooked for one of those. Yeah, man.
We'll be right back. We're going to take a quick break.
At Southern Animal Hospital and Pet Resort, we take your pet's health seriously. We are dedicated to providing the highest level of veterinary medicine to your pets, along with friendly and compassionate care. With a full-service veterinary hospital, Dr. Steve Barron serves the health care needs of dogs, cats, pocket pets, and exotics, along with limited large animal services. We also offer pet boarding with individual suites. So come by and visit us at Southern Animal Hospital and Pet Resort, where compassion and care for all of God's creatures is our top priority.
Troy Cable is the leader in smart home security, giving you solutions to monitor, protect, and automate your home. Troy Cable Security keeps your property safe with 24/7 professional monitoring and emergency response. Control thermostats and lighting remotely, which allow options for saving energy and money. Control access to your home remotely with integrated controls for door locks. You can even add our smart home cameras, which allow you to see what you care about instantly. Troy Cable Security. You love them.
Stadium in Troy, where Charles Henderson leads the Carroll High Eagles 3-0 in a low-scoring football game. A lot of defense. Gets the first man through, and there he goes. He gets, well, he's still going.
Baby, turn it.
He's still going. It makes it to the 40. They're going to mark it right at the 40.
3rd and 2.5, Mike.
3rd and 2.5. Got a good forward lane that time. Wilson, who's an excellent runner. Going over the football is Will Reeves, the junior. Isn't that right?
Number 51, that's correct.
3rd down, 3.
About got us another free first down, but that time the Carroll Eagles stayed disciplined and did not jump.
Got to hurry up. Clock's running on you.
Option play.
He runs a sprint option.
Turn it up.
Turns
Good.
it
Nice
upfield.
block. Nice block.
Got his first down. Very good running by Wilson that time.
I'm going to tell you what, the key to the play was Jordan Dixon Hudson on the stalk block out here on the right side.
Sure did.
He really made that cornerback and angled him to the point that he could not even think about making a tackle. Great block, number 7, Jordan Dixon Hudson.
Excellent block. Now Lowry comes out and going into the football game.
DQ Tony.
DQ Tony.
He was already in there, Mike. He just shifted over the quarterback and run a little wildcat.
Double tight ends at the bottom of the screen. Single tight end at the top. One back set behind DQ Tony. Here he goes again.
Turn it, baby. Turn it.
Gonna get 2 or 3. Excellent line surge that time by the Trojans.
I was about to say the same thing. Nobody touched Wilson
until he got about 3
yards.
Again, the clock is moving. This is a short game, buddy.
With this running of both teams.
6:24, you're right.
Kendall Davis and Grant Baker, offensive line on that last play. They were
excellent.
Moving them.
Reeves goes over the center. Lowry's back at quarterback. Gonna give it to the end man coming inside. He's trying to turn up.
And that time, we had 2 people pulling, and for whatever reason, they ran right by the linebacker that was coming to make the tackle. They just didn't see him, I don't guess, Mike.
Madzou Martin made the tackle for Carroll.
And that was Jaden Scott.
You know, I tell you what, right now, Charles Henderson, you would think would be out playing Carroll High right now, but the score is just 3-0. And right now, both teams are sort of in a logjam.
And this is going to be the heat timeout. And before we go to commercial, we want to mention Mr. Johnny Witherington with the Witherington Insurance Group.
And what a player he was right here,
out on the Elba Highway. All your insurance needs, go see Mr. Johnny Witherington and the Witherington Insurance Group out on the Elba Highway across the street from the Juvenile Probation Office. Go see them. Tell them Neil sent you. And we're going to take a commercial and we'll be right back.
This is Troy, a proud state university where you'll find leading professors who are experts in their fields. But their proudest achievement is connecting with their students and helping them accomplish more than they ever thought possible. That's the Trojan Warrior spirit, and it's alive and well at Troy University. Feel it at troy.edu/spirit.
Do you need a job? Do you need $1,000? $1,000 sign-on bonus. If you want to drive nice equipment like this, drive for us. Did you know that Wiley Sanders Truck Line is one of the highest paid truck lines in the trucking industry? Well, it is Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Let's talk about nice, clean trucks, good-looking trucks. We have a division called the Buck Division. That's right, the Buck Division. You get home, twice a week, every weekend. $1,200, Wiley Sanders Truck Line. If these tires roll, you make money. Empty or loaded. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Troy, Alabama.
Troy Cable is the...
Back to play here at Veterans Stadium on a 3rd and 10. He throws over his head, and boy, he was hit hard after the play by number 1 for Carroll High of Ozark, and that is Stanquez Mulkey. So now it is 4th down, and the Trojan kicking team will come on the field.
At the least right here, Mike, if Huner gets out an average punt for himself, we have flipped the field with 5:37 left before the halftime. If we can just keep them where they have to go the length of the field, I like our chances on our defense.
I believe that the number 10 is back for
I'm going to tell you what, I believe I'd kick it in an angle right here and not give him a chance.
Fake. They're going to fake it. They say you got to turn it upfield and not going anywhere.
Oh, my God.
Not even close. Gives Carroll a big opportunity here with a 1st down at the Trojan 43-yard line. And, hey, that was a long ways from being made there.
It was full 10 yards. Really a big gamble right there by McCoy and his staff. With 6 minutes left, they got the lead in this game, and to give Carroll the ball back in your own territory. And just what I was saying before the snap was, flip the field, make them go the length of the field, and you really put your defense in a hassle here. And for one, you're telling your defense you really trust them when you do that. And let's hope they can back up.
Look at this straight line, that offensive line. Coach Danny Suber's got that team, and there they go. Inside the 40, they're going to end up going to about the 39-yard line, a gain of 5 yards on the play.
This is twice in this game that the Trojans have given Carroll the ball on their side of the field. The first being the opening kickoff, where we muffed the kickoff and they got the ball inside our 30-yard line. Now we fake the punt and give it to them right around our 44-yard line. So really putting a lot of faith in our Trojan defense right here. Coach McCoy is saying that's our best crew and we're going to gamble it.
Buchanan goes to the football. Our backfield behind him, unbalanced line at the top of your screen. You can see that, four people up. And he runs this out. Bingo!
Oh, nice.
What a lick.
Bo Robinson. Jamal Smith, number 27.
Smith, number 27.
That's right.
I'm going to tell you this. He's playing as good a linebacker as I've seen a Charleston linebacker play in a while.
Number 32 and number 27 for the Trojans. That's Smith and Robinson.
Especially Smith. Both of them have played well.
Here's your replay. If our defensive line can keep the offensive line.
What's this initial lick? And he shivered that guy. You notice he shivered this guy, how you teach it on
if our defensive line can keep the offensive line off of Robinson and Smith, they can make some plays, I promise you.
Okay, again, double tight end set, I backfield behind him. He's going to give it to his inside runner there. He is going to be knocked back, and I believe it'll be short of 1st down.
That's 57
right
there.
They're going to bring him down at the 35, and he's got to go to the 34 for a 1st down.
And that's Fales with the carry.
We're looking now at 4th and a yard.
57, Tobias Dillard on the tackle. It is 4-down territory.
Exactly. And
biggest play in the game for Carroll here. Biggest play in the game for Carroll.
Carroll swaps running backs. Fales is out. And number 2, the speedster, Mizzou Martin, is in.
Well, you got 3 minutes and 41 seconds. You got 3 timeouts, and you're going to get the ball back after the half. You got a lot of chips on the table.
You're exactly
Power formation, unbalanced to the right. And there they go to the right.
They get him. Oh, he goes back. He got it.
Second effort.
They're going to give it to him.
And rightfully so. Rightfully so.
Now, let me tell you this. This is going to be real close. I'm talking about real close. This is going to be real close.
I believe it's going to be
let's see, the Charleston, I think they held him. They think they held him. They're going to have to measure it.
They're going to measure it.
It's going to be real close.
Real close. Mike, let's thank Troy Bank and Trust while we got this measurement. Go see them for all your banking needs. The Advantage 55 Club can't be touched.
I was by to see my good friend Michael Precise today.
Yes.
One of the great baseball players. All right, Lyle says he's short. Lyle is a wizard at this.
Lyle said he's short.
Lyle says he's short. If he says he's short, he's short.
Let's see.
1st down Trojans.
And you're right, Lyle.
1st down Trojans.
Over on downs for the second time in this game. And Mike, I said that McCoy had faith in his defense. If you fake it on 4th and 10, you know your defense has got it.
Hey, let me tell you this. He ought to be hugging everyone on his neck right now.
Sir. That defense gets a Ric Flair.
Don't you agree? Don't you think he needs to be hugging everyone on his neck right now? Say thanks for getting us out of that.
He needs to be over there squirting the Gatorade himself.
No question.
Let's go, Trojans. Hey, tough luck for the Eagles there.
Deep right here.
3:10 remaining here in the first half. And again, Lowry brings his team out. Reeves is the center. The tackles are Neal and Kendall Baker, and the guards are Davis and Jones.
3-0 Trojans here, dwindling down to halftime.
He's going to throw. He's got him wide open down the middle.
Yeah,
whoa, he had him wide open down the middle. Did y'all see that?
He did, Mike, but great play right there by Markel Lewis, number 3, the free safety. He just watched Noah Lowry and read his eyes, read his shoulders, and Markel Lewis, number 3, was not fooled at all. He read Noah Lowry perfect, and you're right.
Well, I didn't know who they were throwing to, so I was thinking that they were throwing to the guy out there because he was open.
2nd 10 Trojans.
You know, he had both of them open. You know. Great effort by Carroll to break that pass up.
Again, McCoy and his offensive coordinator putting a lot of stock in their defense.
But it's showing me we can throw deep. There he is again, but they can cover it this time. Now that one's incomplete.
Again, this tells me just how much faith the coaching staff has in their defensive squad coming out and trying to add to the 3-point lead instead of trying to milk the clock down to nothing to assure the 3-point lead at halftime. They're trying to add to it, and that puts a lot of faith in your defense. A good gamble probably by McCoy. We won't know until we see, but 3rd and 10 right here for the Trojans.
Big play here in this football game with 2:58 remaining.
If we don't get a first down here, Ozark will get the ball again. Timeout, Trojans, they're going to talk it over. They know this is a big first down play. And we're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be right back with you.
Napa know-how. Here's some Napa know-how for you. Your local Napa Auto Parts store in Troy is under new ownership with an all-new fully stocked store. Big deal, you say? Big deal, we say. Like the ownership, the store has a new look, too. We're still delivering the same Napa quality and know-how, but we've increased our inventory and are committed to helping you find the parts you need when you need them. So come check us out. We've got the right part at the right price at the right time. Know-how, Napa know-how.
I'm Wes Allen. I'm Kay's husband. I'm Davis and Deanna's dad. I'm the probate judge of Pike County, and I'm also the candidate for state representative for Pike and Dale counties. But most importantly, I'm a follower of Christ. That's the most important thing. It gives us hope. It gives me hope. It guides me in everything that I do as it relates to my family, all the decisions that we make inside the probate office. If I'm elected to represent the people of Pike and Dale counties in Montgomery, my faith will guide me in the State House as it has in the courthouse.
I think it looks like
back to play here on a 3rd and 10.
Screen.
He got a screen there.
He's holding, man.
Boy, he was all over him, no call.
Incomplete
and,
right
that'll
there.
Be incomplete, and we'll have our kicking team come on in the game.
Lowry was trying to hit Wilson on a little slip screen there. It looked like we had it blocked pretty well.
They got an instant replay.
It looked like we had one of their guys hanging on our guy, but
he's there is no pass interference behind the line of scrimmage, but there is holding behind the line of scrimmage.
Can we get a replay on that?
And I thought that maybe the.
Why don't you go in on these green shoes? That's the kick returner guy. Let's see what kind of camera crew we got. Green shoes. Look at this on the receiver
punt
here.
Returner.
Again, that'll jump them. All right, we got 5 back. Maybe we can come back and do it again. I know it, but maybe we can draw them off sides again. Hike, 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 hike.
Mike, if you're looking for a job and you really want a job, call Max Hughes Trucking or Wiley Sanders Trucking. Either one of them will hire you to drive their truck if you're a reputable person right now. Go see Bobby Brown at Max Hughes Trucking or Wiley Sanders Trucking right out there on 231 in Troy, Alabama.
Again, the young 9th grade snapper. Good snap.
Good kick. Attaboy.
And then they'll be in the kick again. Should take a Troy bounce. No, it goes the other way this time.
Jump on it, fellas.
And this one's going backwards, and they're going to get it right at the 42-yard line there on 42. with 2:43 remaining here in the first half. Charles Simpson leads 3-0. Remind you, tomorrow, 5 o'clock kickoff from right here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. It's the Trojans of Troy and the Hornets of Alabama State University from Montgomery. Right here tomorrow, 5 o'clock kickoff. We're trying to have the largest crowd to ever see a game in Veterans Stadium tomorrow night. So I want everybody to come out and be a part of history.
I believe there'll be a few more people here tomorrow than right now.
No question about it. Again, just a straight. Now they got the wing back.
Well, he's going to go for a pass.
Good defense.
And he stopped immediately. Going to give him a couple of yards. Boy, he didn't give him hardly any.
I like it. I like the spot.
I mean, he didn't give him hardly any.
No forward progress.
He was knocked back. But we'll take it.
I wanted to give a plug for number 52, Lawson Scarborough, on that punt. We didn't get to say anything on it.
Did Lawson snap that?
No, he jumped on the ball when before it goes backwards. So Lawson probably saved us
5-6 yards.
Yeah, good job. Again, the young man.
2 minutes and 12 seconds and counting.
Buchanan gives to the Denton, the first man through. Or number 12, excuse me. This is this is Denton, number 10.
That's 57 Dillard on the play right there. Mike, I want to mention the Alabama Real Estate Connection while we're between plays right here. Go see Toby and Dina Adams across the street from Burger King behind the helicopter right there. Tomorrow they're having open house, and this will be a lot of houses off Spradley. Go see them, get directions. If you turn on Spradley Drive between 9:30 and 11:30 tomorrow morning, you'll see all the signs for their open house. Dina and Toby Adams at the Alabama Real Estate Connection. Tell them we sent you.
With 1:45 left to play in the half, Charles Simpson calls timeout. I want to say it's their last timeout. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Their last timeout. Yeah. We'll be back in just a moment.
This is Troy, a proud state university where you'll find leading professors who are experts in their fields. But their proudest achievement is connecting with their students and helping them accomplish more than they ever thought possible. That's the Trojan Warriors spirit, and it's alive and well at Troy University. Feel it at troy.edu/spirit.
Do you need a job? Do you need $1,000? $1,000 sign-on bonus. If you want to drive nice equipment like this, drive us. Did you know that Wiley Sanders Truck Line is one of the highest paid truck lines in the trucking industry? Well, it is Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Let's talk about nice, clean trucks, good-looking trucks. We have a division called the Buck Division. That's right, the Buck Division. You get home twice a week, every weekend, $1,200, Wiley Sanders Truck Line. If these tires roll, you make money, empty or loaded. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Troy, Alabama.
Troy Cable.
Do you need a job? Do you need $1,000? $1,000 sign-on bonus. If you want to.
Back to play here, and inside handoff on a 3rd and 7, and the Trojans going to stop them.
That's how. Down.
That's how.
That was number 3 for the Eagles. That was Markel Lewis on the carry.
And that'll tell you it's 4th down now. Let's see what they do.
Well, with 1:20 left, you got to believe they're going to punt the Trojans deep. You just got to believe it. They may take a timeout. Yeah. They may take a delay of game right here and then punt it.
I tell you what, now we still got a 1:19 left, but Charles Simpson has defended this very good offense very well.
Yeah. He's going to run it down to about the 1 second mark and take a timeout, and he's going to talk it over with all his coaches, but I bet you he punts it, Mike.
Big number 78 is one of the guys that's really been blowing.
What you think, Lau? He going to punt it? Timeout on the field as Carroll wants to talk about it. And let's mention Jones Medical Supply, Mike. Right next to Bird's Unisex Haircutting Place and right across the street from CGI next to Subway. Jason, Jones Medical Supply, he is the official oxygen of the Charles Henderson Trojans. And folks, he's got CPAPs, wheelchairs, walkers, any type of medical supply you need, medical beds, anything you want. Go see Jason Jones at Jones Medical Supply. We'll be right back with you.
Here's some Napa know-how for you. Your local Napa Auto Parts store in Troy is under new ownership with an all-new fully stocked store. Big deal, you say? Big deal, we say. Like the ownership, the store has a new look, too. We're still delivering the same Napa quality and know-how, but we've increased our inventory and are committed to helping you find the parts you need when you need them. So come check us out. We've got the right part at the right price at the right time.
Know-how, Napa know-how. Back to play here at Veterans Stadium. A high end over end kick. Fair caught by the Trojans. And nicely done right at the 21-yard line.
I wouldn't have caught that one if I was the Trojans, but that's all right. Good, secure catch right there.
Yeah, who was that did that so well?
Chance Pollard. Chance Pollard. He fumbled the kickoff. Is the only reason I said that.
That's right.
Is I would if I would have been coaching right then, I would have said, hey, get out of the way and let this one roll.
Yeah.
And we'll take it 1st and 10 wherever it stops.
All right, Wiley. We're looking at Charles Henderson with no timeouts left. Carroll with 2. You can't be too conservative here because they've got 2 timeouts left.
Right. Exactly. We're going to run it up the middle, and the coaching staff has told the boys to hold on to the football.
Jamal Smith not Jamal Smith. Wilson. He's a good run back, but Wilson's just a broken tackle away from a scoring. Here's a good play. Turn it upfield.
Number 11 for the Trojans, and this is the 10th grader, Sean McKinney.
Yeah.
And the clock will run with 40 seconds, and again, the coaching staff does the exact opposite of what I called. And
let's see what the Trojans do here. Double wide out.
30 seconds and counting. 2nd down. Sprint out. Good throw. DQ Tony catches it, but he falls.
That should run out the clock.
Probably so. We're out of
Carroll
timeout.
calls timeout.
They're not. They're ready to regroup.
So I think Charles Henderson would be just as well running out of the clock right here, unless they're going to throw it deep right here. 12 seconds left. You got him out there. You got a 1st down. No, he didn't get it there.
Incomplete with one more play.
That ball was deflected. Now we've got to kick it.
No, we can.
4 seconds left.
Just
they
go
can stop
deep.
it and come in and kick a field goal if they want to.
Yeah, or you can run around for about 5 or 6 seconds. Either way.
Yeah, that's what you need to do. But I don't know. I'd be real careful here.
If we punt it, he may snap it over his head. You never know.
That's right.
Want to thank Colin McCrary for being a great supporter of Charles Henderson Trojan Athletics. His son's a big-time golfer, Griff McCrary.
We got to be careful here.
I don't want us to snap it over the punter's head.
No, that's right, exactly right. But I want to give up 5 seconds now. What's 6?
Yeah. Well, anyway, I just think we need to run around
All right,
there.
let's see what we can do.
Slide down on about the 10-yard line.
But again, now the whistle stops and the time stops immediately.
That's a penalty right there.
So I was going to
anyway,
get him?
If it's encroachment against Carroll.
Well, that's going to settle the issue.
It's going to be a 1st down, and we'll take a knee.
That's going to settle the issue.
We'll take a knee. You think so?
No, we'll hit a knee.
He'll take a knee right here.
We'll see what they do.
He'll take a knee.
I didn't think he'd fake a punt just a while ago either.
No, you're right. You're right. We'll
All right, they're going into victory formation.
And hey, Charles Henderson has won the first half.
Sure have.
3-0 in a defensive battle.
But and of course we got to play this well or better the second half to win this football game against a very quality opponent.
Coach McDonald will make his adjustments on his running game, the blocking scheme,
and Carroll will get the ball when we return.
I've never seen a team in this day and time be so.
Tell you what, I like what I'm seeing though.
As this football team is.
Carroll has really got their shoulders down, headed towards the locker room, and the Trojans look a little more spunky going towards the locker room. Carroll, the Trojans have really shocked them. It's been a long time since Carroll's been behind in a regular season game, Mike.
And it's a good football game. We hope that you're enjoying it across the country, right here on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Channel 2 locally. We hope you're having a great time in the Ozark as we are right here in Troy. We'll be back to a great halftime show right after this.
Your local Walmart is your one-stop tire store. We carry most name brand tires like Bridgestone, Firestone, Toyo, Michelin, BF Goodrich, and a whole lot more. We also carry semi, RV, farm, and lawn and garden tires. So come and see us at one of our 7 locations during our gigantic tire sale. We've been serving our neighbors in the Wiregrass since 1974. And remember, we offer nationwide road hazard warranty.
At Southern Animal Hospital and Pet Resort, we take your pet's health seriously. We are dedicated to providing the highest level of veterinary medicine to your pets along with friendly and compassionate care. With a full-service veterinary hospital, Dr. Steve Barron serves the health care needs of dogs, cats, pocket pets, and exotics, along with limited large animal services. We also offer pet boarding with individual suites. So come by and visit us at Southern Animal Hospital and Pet Resort, where compassion and care for all of God's creatures is our top priority.
Troy Cable is the leader in smart home security, giving you solutions to monitor, protect, and automate your home. Troy Cable Security keeps your property safe with 24/7 professional monitoring and emergency response. Control thermostats and lighting remotely, which allow options for saving energy and money.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Carroll High School of Ozark, Alabama, their marching band here at halftime, where Charles Simpson leads Carroll High of Ozark 3-0. Here's the Carroll High band.
Our show this evening is Pandora.
Carroll High School Eagle Marching Band from Ozark, Alabama at halftime here of the game between Charles Henderson High Troy and the Carroll High Eagles. We'll be back with the Blue Machine Marching Band from Troy, Alabama in just a moment.
At Troy Nissan, you're part of our family, not just another number. Our new and modern state-of-the-art facility is built with you, our customer, in mind. Our same great staff prides itself on providing an excellent customer service experience for all. With professional technicians and a full range of automobile services, we are here for you. Thank you for being part of our family. Troy Nissan.
This is Troy, a proud state university where you'll find leading professors who are experts in their fields. But their proudest achievement is connecting with their students and helping them accomplish more than they ever thought possible. That's the Trojan Warrior spirit, and it's alive and well at Troy University. Feel it at troy.edu/spirit.
The warrior spirit, it's in there. Always has been. Now let it out and take the world by fire. Train well and learn what it means to be a Troy Trojan. Walk with confidence, conquer, claim territory, and climb ladders. Know that you have the power to stand alone, but the comfort of knowing that you'll never have to. Discover your inner warrior. Find it at troy.edu/spirit.
Do you need a job? Do you need $1,000? $1,000 sign-on bonus. If you want to drive nice equipment like this, drive us. Did you know that Wiley Sanders Truck Line is one of the highest paid truck lines in the trucking industry? Well, it is Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Let's talk about nice, clean trucks, good-looking trucks. We have a division called the Buck Division. That's right, the Buck Division. You get home twice a week, every weekend, $1,200, Wiley Sanders Truck Line. If these tires roll, you make money, empty or loaded. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Troy, Alabama.
Tonight we present the music of Steve Day, Chicago, and Louisiana LaRue.
And here's the Charles Henderson Band.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Machine. Charles Henderson High School Blue Machine. Tonight's halftime sponsors are Henderson and Black Grocery, Sticky Frogs, Level Line Apartment, Jean's Flowers, La Bella Boutique, Ricky and Susan McCall, Pizza Palace, Mr. Homer Wright, Pike County Commissioner, and Bober Garrett of Garrett's Heating and Cooling here in Troy, Alabama.
All right, crew, let's get started. Sure.
Don't ignore the law. You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 days before any digging project so you can avoid hitting our essential buried utilities. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811.
A personal touch, a high level of trust. Whether it's checking and savings accounts, personal or business loans, or our local friendly service. That's what Troy Bank and Trust customers expect. But now we offer more. Free identity theft protection for our new and existing customers, protecting your family's time, money, and good name from identity theft. Because protecting your identity is now a big part of our identity.
Come visit Troy Nissan. With a new modern look and the same great staff, we are dedicated to providing you with an excellent customer experience. Shop us online at www.troynissaninc.com. Free oil changes for life on all new vehicles. Thanks for being part of our family. Troy Nissan.
Here's some Napa know-how for you. Your local Napa Auto Parts store in Troy is under new ownership with an all-new fully stocked store. Big deal, you say? Big deal, we say. Like the ownership, the store has a new look, too. We're still delivering the same Napa quality and know-how, but we've increased our inventory and are committed to helping you find the parts you need when you need them. So come check us out. We've got the right part at the right price at the right time.
Know-how, Napa know-how. Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness Center, we treat a variety of musculoskeletal and post-surgical conditions. We also offer massage therapy and sports performance training. At Elite, we have friendly and caring providers who are experts in their fields and strive to give exceptional service and excellent outcomes. Your provider of choice for all musculoskeletal, health, and fitness needs in the Tri-County area. Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness Center, 104 Memorial Parkway, Troy.
Express Oil Change and Tire Engineers. We've been in business for over 21 years, and customer service, quality care are our top priorities. We employ experienced, certified technicians trained to provide premium total car care. We use the state-of-the-art equipment and premium parts to ensure the quality of our work. Whether you need your tires rotated, balanced, or brake inspections, brake service, air conditioner repair, or scheduled maintenance, we've got you covered. Express Oil Change and Tire Engineers, Highway 231, Troy.
The First National Bank is a true community bank. That's why we created and introduced our Spirit Checking account. Spirit Checking offers you checks and debit cards that display the logo of your favorite school. Every time you make a purchase with your Spirit debit card, the First National Bank will donate 1 cent to your school. Talk Spirit Checking with us today in Troy or Brundage. It's just another way we're making your banking better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's game time, and Pike County Ford is your home team for savings. Don't drop the ball and miss your chance to score amazing deals at America's favorite roster, including the #1 trucks 40 years running, Ford F-Series. Plus, we've got an all-star lineup of pre-owned vehicles that feature virtually every make and model. And at Pike County Ford, we treat each and every customer like an MVP. We're easy to get to off Highway 231 in Troy, or click and save at PikeCountyFord.com. Get in the game and find out why Pike County is Ford Country.
Your local Road Mart is your one-stop tire store.
Back to Veterans Stadium in Troy, Alabama, where we're at halftime between the two big 5A matchup between Charles Henderson High School of Troy, Alabama, and the Ozark Eagles of Carroll High School in Ozark. And we appreciate both these teams being out here tonight supporting high school football and the fans across the way that came down or came up from Carroll of Ozark.
And you know the traffic was bad.
That's what I was going to ask you. The traffic was very horrendous between Troy and Dothan, or I-10. Is that right?
It was almost what we heard on the radio just from Dothan to Ozark was like an hour and a half. If that tells you how backed up it was.
So the crowd that came tonight fought the hurricane evacuation traffic just to get here tonight to see the Carroll Ozark Eagles play.
I tell you, this game right here reminds me of a good heavyweight championship fight. Right now, they're punching it out pretty darn good on both sides. Charles Henderson did drive, actually drove from their own 30 in the second quarter to the Carroll 19-yard line, where Bush came in and kicked a 29-yard field goal to put us out front 3-0.
Yep.
Who would have thought that 3-0 would be the halftime score?
I wouldn't have thought that. I did not. I thought that. I thought we could be ahead at halftime, but I didn't think it would be 3-0.
And who would have thought that Charles Simpson would have been 10 in the box the entire football game, with one wide out and one defensive back on each other.
Chance Pollard, number 5, just on an island.
Yeah.
With the wide receiver.
But you look at Carroll High, they're a very good physical football team, and I tell you, Coach Roger McDowell has done a super job. We've told this story before. Coach McDowell came from Valley High School in Valley, Alabama, to be the head football coach at Carroll. Prior to that, he was at Beauregard, which was another good 5-8 program. And he came to Ozark in the first 2 or 3 years, didn't do very well.
Yeah.
And now one big reason was they were playing in 6A instead of 5A.
Yeah, they were very, very small 6A school.
And when they moved down to 5A last year, all they did was riddle off about 11 straight wins, didn't they? Or 10
12.
Straight. They were 12-1.
He went undefeated the whole season.
Yeah. And of course, you look at them across the way, a good-looking football team. Both these teams are very well prepared, very well disciplined. Both these teams had big, long summer workouts. There's no question that the game of football means a lot to both these football teams.
Absolutely, Mike. And both teams feel like they are probably in better shape than each other. They're both got high-quality coaching, like you said, and long summer workouts. And both teams really want to win this game. And it's going to come down to, and this is going to be bad. We're going to feel bad for whichever team this happens to. But I got a feeling either Carroll of Ozark or our Trojans, somebody's going to make a big mistake. There's going to be a fumble picked up and run in. There's going to be a big sack, or there's going to be an interception. There's going to be some type of big mistake made, and whoever does it, it's just going to break their heart. And you hate to see that, but somebody's got to win.
Here comes the Trojans off the field, and of course, it all started early. Charles Henderson lost the first half kickoff, gave it to Carroll on the 22-yard line, and sure enough, 5 plays later, Carroll throws it and gives it back over to Charles Henderson, and Charles Henderson, Chance Pollard, I believe, intercepted that ball and ran it back to 10 or 15 yards, and the Trojans went ahead, and then drove, the Trojans, as we mentioned, drove from that 30 to the 19 of Ozark, and they had to settle for a field goal. And now the score is 3-0 as we start the second half. New beginning right here.
It is, and we'll be kicking off. We're kicking towards the north end zone, and let's hope Mr. Bush can get us good field position right here so that Carroll will be backed up.
And the wind is in his face. Looking at our flags where they're building on the Troy University football stadium, the wind's blowing pretty heavily right now.
Well, and sometimes during the day, or during the night, I like to show some of that development. It's starting to really look like something now, isn't it?
Yep, sure is.
Of course, remember tomorrow right here at 5 o'clock is Troy University against Alabama State. 5 o'clock kickoff, trying to break a record for attendance here at Troy University. Bush will kick it off for the Trojans. It's a good over-end kick.
Nice kick.
All the way to the
11-yard line.
Big hit right there. Good hit. Jamal Smith, first one down there.
Well, I tell you what, the cream comes to the crop when he's on the field.
Well, I tell you, he's fast.
A football player.
He's fast and physical.
I tell you what, that was a great effort. And Carroll will start at their own 24.
I tell you, at halftime, Mike, Neil, and myself were talking, and Mike had a good point. If you look at our linebackers, how they are going in those holes wide open, something different than we had last year on their stunts and stuff, and they made some big hits so far tonight.
Again, that unbalanced line at the bottom of your screen. They're going to run it with a run back. There it goes. Somebody got to get him. Somebody got to get him.
This is fails.
And they're going to finally run him. Look at him go. Look at him go inside the 45 to the 43. This could be what wakes this Carroll High team up.
Yeah, number 23, Terrell Jones for the Trojans was trying to strip that ball the whole time when maybe he should have changed his tune and knocked him out of bounds.
A
But
gain of 33 yards and a first down.
of course, it's one of those type plays where if he had stripped it, everybody would have been praising him. But he did not strip it, and the guy got about an extra 15 yards because he was trying to strip that ball. So, you know, good try right there, Jones, but great running by Fales.
If a back breaks clean against 10 men or 12 men front.
Same play.
There you go. Well, look here. God, somebody got to get him.
This is number 2, Mizzou Martin for the Eagles.
Who saved the touchdown, Wiley?
27, that would be
Jamal Smith.
Jamal Smith.
Boy, they've come out fired up, but evidently their coach jumped all over them at halftime.
Yes, sir.
And they said, where's our running attack? Well, we've seen it in this half.
Yep.
They've already driven from their own 24 to our 20
in 3 plays.
First and 10 from the 20-yard line.
The Trojans have been here before this game and held them out.
Again,
Let's hope we can do it again.
Look at the unbalanced line at the bottom of your screen. Now they're going to bring the other guy over. That's an eye backfield. Bingo! Somebody got to wrap up.
Jamal Smith with the big hit right there on number 2, Mizzou Martin.
Smith looks like he's just taking over right now defensively for the Trojans.
Well, they run that same play the last 3 times. So.
Yep. And number 28, Fales, checks back in the game.
Where's our guy, Tobias Dillard? We got to see Tobias back into action. 71 up front for the Trojans is Norcutt. 73 is Norcutt. Number 8 defensively for the Trojans right now is Jacob Griffin. Inside handoff, and there's
fullback.
Another great defensive play by Jamal Smith. Guys.
And that was number 3, the tailback, Markel Lewis, lining up at a fullback position.
And he got him by his legs and ankles and picked him up and pushed him back. Good defense by the Trojans. 3rd down. They've got to reach right at the Trojan 10 for a first down. Big play in this football game here.
Big play, 3rd and 8.
Buchanan goes over the football.
Unbalanced to the right again.
As his arm.
He's going to pass it. And they got him covered.
Big
hit right there by Jamal Smith.
How many tackles is he going to make, guys?
He's taking over.
He made the last 5 tackles.
And number 12, the quarterback
Jamal
right there.
Smith has made the last 5 tackles, guys. That was a huge one there.
Clark Buchanan just got cannoned around the left end.
All right,
replay right here. Bingo on this one, Mike. Number 12 rolls out.
Watch this hit. Bingo. Man, oh man.
I mean, that was a collision.
They would have kicked him out of a pro game.
And we're lining up.
All right, they're going to try to kick a field goal from
and this is going to be a 34-yarder.
A 33-yarder.
33-yarder, you're right.
And this is going to be Edward White.
Big 12 here. Let's see if we can block it.
It's up.
Kicks up. It looks good here.
And it is good.
We've got a tie game.
3-3.
Carroll High Ozark 3. Charles Henderson High School 3. We've got a barn burner going on here in Veterans Stadium in Troy, Alabama. We'll be back right after this.
At Southern Animal Hospital and Pet Resort, we take your pet's health seriously. We are dedicated to providing the highest level of veterinary medicine to your pets along with friendly and compassionate care. With a full-service veterinary hospital, Dr. Steve Barron serves the health care needs of dogs, cats, pocket pets, and exotics, along with limited large animal services. We also offer pet boarding with individual suites. So come by and visit us at Southern Animal Hospital and Pet Resort, where compassion and care for all of God's creatures is our top priority.
Troy Cable is the leader in smart home security, giving you solutions to monitor, protect, and automate your home. Troy Cable Security keeps your property safe with 24/7 professional monitoring and emergency response. Control thermostats and lighting remotely, which allow options for saving energy and money. Control access to your home remotely with integrated controls for door locks. You can even add our smart home cameras, which allow you to see what you care about instantly. Troy Cable Security. You love
A 33-yard field goal by Edward Watt. That's the golf guy, isn't he? Edward Watt. He'll be kicking off for the Carroll Eagles as we've got a tie game here at 3-3 in this big 5A clash between Charles Henderson. Here's the end-over-end kick taken by one of the upbacks. He needs to turn upfield, go straight upfield. He is going backwards. And hey, what's the closest way to the goal line?
Straight line, north and south.
Line, north and south. Boy, oh boy, you can't dance around like that.
I said it earlier in the first quarter. The more I watch this younger generation play football, the more I see them just try to get sideways, Mike.
That was the youngster Rakeem Keem Walker. Is that right?
Yes, sir. I want to mention these.
Like a little fake.
At one point, he's past the 20.
No, 6. I'm sorry. Gosh, I can't read these numbers. Number 6 is Ahmad Daly. Okay, going over the football is Will Reeves. He's the center. The guards are Neal and Davis. The tackles are Jones and Brown. Inside handoff. Turns upfield. He's got positive yardage and he's close to a first down.
Number 20, Wilson.
And going right ahead of him was blocking very well. And that was number 61 for Charles Henderson. Excellent blocking by number 61, Bailey Nixon. Is that right?
I believe it was 51. That's Will Reeves.
Will Reeves. Wait a minute. I got the wrong number.
51. Will Reeves on that play, Mike.
Back to
Wilson
again,
back
and he gets his first down over the 25 to, they're going to mark it right at the 27-yard line. Patience has a lot to do with it, and let's see if the Trojans can make some things happen.
Good hard running by Jared Wilson there. Wilson again.
Come on, Wilson, turn it up, buddy.
He does. Good play by the Ozark defense right there. Wilson did get a few positive yards, but they really strung it out. That was number 10 for the Carroll Eagles right there, and that's Tyler Benton. He's been playing a little fullback, but he's also playing linebacker.
Well, it's 2nd down and 8. Ball is resting. Well, now they're going to mark it on up a little bit closer than that. Here we go. It'll be 2nd down and a long 7. They've got to reach their own 37-yard line for a first down.
Again, Benton for the Eagles really strung that one out well.
Trim wide out to the bottom of your screen. He's going to throw. Throws incomplete. Good pressure put on by number 1 for Carroll High Ozark. And his name is DeQuiz Malky. He was all over the quarterback.
Yeah, he was unblocked that time, Mike. He came from the weak side. Nobody blocked him. I don't know if it was a missed assignment or we just didn't account for him or what. But he came from the weak side and got Noah from the backside when he was finally trying to make his pass.
Trying to identify. Clock moving.
3rd and long 7.
A long 7. The throw is a lateral here. And he's going down.
He's going nowhere.
Another big play defensively by Carroll.
Number 2, Mike. That's Mizzou Martin. He's a player for the Eagles.
He's been everywhere. No question about it. He had number 1, DeQuiz Mulkey, and that's just all over the place. And that was a big series for Carroll right out of the half, where their defense would stop Charles Henderson. They did.
Yeah, and 3-3 here. That's a safe call, in a sense, that's just an extended toss sweep by the Trojans, just a safe call, trying to get it in Wilson's hands on the perimeter.
And when you got a back like Wilson running straight at folks, you have patience, you can run straight at folks.
Yeah,
Hender's kick over in,
this time it takes the Trojan bounce.
It's going to be a pretty good kick, a real good kick.
Giles, number 43 for the Trojans, downs it.
And it's going to roll dead at the 37-yard line, and that's where Carroll High will take over. Again, the clock is moving fast as it can be.
Guys, if you'll put the camera on the cheerleaders, I'll get them real quick.
Yeah, let's do.
Sydney Armstrong, a senior. Abby Lee, a senior. Lexi Sanders, Allie Ellis, and Jack Witherington are all seniors. The juniors are Lyndon Adamson, Adasia Berry, Allison Dubose, Leela Gibson, Gracie Scarborough, Madison Shelton, Ariel Ballin, Ava Smollett, and Marshawn Matthews. The sophomores are Hannah Huner, Anna Grace Meredith, Anna Schreiber. Virginia Branson. The freshmen are Hannah Broadway, Haley Carter, and Micah Watson. Coached by Holly Precise and assisted by Michelle Armstrong. 21 strong this year on the cheerleaders.
Carroll in a I formation. Gave it the first guy through, and he's going down right at the 40-yard line.
And that's going to be Benton.
Again, getting up off the tackle for the Trojans. If he turns around a little bit, I believe that's number, what is that, 19, wasn't it? That guy number 19?
Yeah. And he's down with cramps, 57.
That's Allen, is that right? Jeffetrez Allen.
Yeah. Mike, I don't have any trouble calling Benton's name, his number, because you know what I see is them green shoes.
Yeah, exactly. We'll call our defensive guy Jev for now, Jev Allen. All right, now again, they're unbalanced at the top of your screen with that wing back. Everybody's in tight.
Straight out.
Got a latch on here.
And running hard. This is fails.
This is the kind of offense where they've got 11 in the box now on both sides of the ball. And if somebody makes a mistake, he can break clean for a touchdown. So
you're right.
You're
right about that. Yeah, Mike. If they break through into the secondary, it's just a race.
You're right. Okay, a big third down call here. A huge game of playing this game. Especially right out of the box.
Carroll 45-yard line, a long third and a long three.
Trojans in a six-man front. They're going to try to go outside this time. And he is going to get his first down and more as he fights his way all the way to the Troy 45-yard line where he's finally brought down.
And there's a Trojan defender down on the play, but he's up. He's okay. First down, Eagles.
Number 3, again, Jacobian Jones. Kobe Jones. Is that who that is?
Yes, sir. Kobe Jones.
Okay, first down. And the Carroll seems to have a certain burst in their stride
Mike,
right
I'm
now.
going to tell you, Coach McDonald went in at halftime and he cleaned up the blocking scheme on the front, and the holes are just a little bigger right now. And we got a counterattack with our alignment because they have made their adjustments on their blocking scheme, and it's obvious.
Okay, we got the officials timeout, and with 4:58 remaining here in the third quarter, we'll be back to Veterans Stadium in Troy, Alabama with the score: Carroll Ave Ozark 3, Charles Henderson 3.
All right, crew, let's get started. All right.
Don't ignore the law. You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 days before any digging project so you can avoid hitting our essential buried utilities. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811.
A personal touch, a high level of trust. Whether it's checking and savings accounts, personal or business loans, or our local friendly service. That's what Troy Bank and Trust customers expect. But now we offer more. Free identity theft protection for our new and existing customers, protecting your family's time, money, and good name from identity theft. Because protecting your identity is now a big part of our identity.
And for Carroll from the Trojan 45. High backfield behind Buchanan. Very disciplined football team. Inside handoff, and he's going to get 4 or 5 yards.
Good strong running right there. That was 3 that time on the carry, and that is Markel Lewis.
Lewis making the tackle for the Trojans. Again, they're controlling the football right now here in the second half. 4:40 remaining in the third quarter.
I think we got a little sideline warning against Carroll Eagles, Mike.
They look pretty disciplined over there to me, y'all. But evidently they had some guys getting excited. You know, they're getting to be a big thing in college now. Did y'all notice that?
Yeah, well, that too, but huge. The chain crew might have had a little issue over there or something. You can't never tell.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, Lowry's daddy is will be one of the chain crew members of
tomorrow.
The game tomorrow. And he's
right.
seen and heard everything.
Yes, sir.
And he's a preacher, and that good one. My preacher. High backfield behind Buck Cannon. Trying to get outside. Somebody need to make a play.
There
Bingo.
we go.
What a defensive play that was. You got to blow the whistle.
And we got a flag.
Wait a minute. Now look here, the forward lane. This gave him this 2 extra yards down here.
Well, let's hope the flag's on them and it'll negate it anyway.
Yeah.
We got holding against the offense on the perimeter. This came from the wing official up top. And
tough break for the Eagles.
If they're going to replay second down about the 48-yard line.
You know, an old official comes out to me when I see the spot of a ball. It really it gets me when they should have held that right at the 40-yard line, but they gave it to 42. But this one's a big break for the Trojans. They back it up to the 48-yard line.
Second and 13.
What is it here now?
Second and 13.
Yeah, I see the second. I reckon that's the second or 3. 2 or 3.
It's a replay down.
Of course, this field will be the site of a big college game tomorrow at 5. Troy and Alabama State. They're going to try to big play again.
There you go, baby. There you go.
And getting down low and really making the big play with number 6 for the Trojans, and that was Ahmad Daly.
Ahmad Daly really stuck it up in there good that time. I mean, he was not afraid to tackle the bigger back, number 28.
You know, when you see the guy come in and make the stop and the back doesn't go anywhere, he's made a stop.
That's right.
Big play here.
3rd and 12 and a half for the Eagles.
Huge play in this game for the Trojans. They need a stop here. Thanks to the holding call. Again, they're just as relentless as they can be. Nothing fancy, just straight ahead football.
They might try that tight end again right here. Let's see. No, it's a counter.
And they got room, and they need to bring him down. And he fights his way.
It's going to be 4 down territory right here. They're going to go for this.
You think they will?
Absolutely. They're going to go for it, and they're going to be up at the line quick.
Okay, they're going to spot it right at the 37-yard line. Call it 2nd down or 4th down, and they've got to reach the line of mark at the 35.
Yeah, it's about 2.5, 2 3/4.
2.5. And here comes the kicking team, I believe. No, they're big team.
Well, they're gonna do everything they can do to draw us offsides, and then they're gonna call timeout, and then they're gonna go for it.
All right, we're gonna see it here, right where Neil sits. So,
Don't jump offside.
Good snap. And let it go in the end zone. Let it go in the end zone. Let it go in the end zone. What are you doing? Get on the football. You know what? They're going to put it at the 1-foot line.
No, they're not. It's a touchback.
But you know what? It should be a touchdown.
And it's a touchback.
Okay, good.
It's the momentum rule at the goal line.
He pushed the ball in the end zone. Did he have to bring it out?
No, sir.
All right, but he pushed it in the end zone.
That's right. And the back judge was right on the goal line.
Good.
I believe he made a great call.
I just thought he was standing around on the 4-yard line, and that's what made me think that.
Yeah, but it's called the momentum rule.
I got you.
Yeah, you can't. If he would have fully maintained the football on the 1 or the 2 and then ran himself into the end zone, that would be different. But the momentum of the play and the kick carried him across the goal line, which is just like a touchback.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've had that
Or
happen many
muff, or
times.
what you call a muff, or whatever. You can't return it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You know, it's just dead.
Yeah.
All kicks are dead in the end zone in high school. So 1st and 10 for the Trojans after the touchback.
Interception, you can run one of them out of the outfit.
Yes, you can.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
We need some positive spark and some leadership right here.
Okay.
I couldn't agree more, Wally. I like that.
John Lowry's the quarterback.
Somebody needs to grab some helmets in the huddle.
Jared Wilson's the running back, and there he goes. Running straight at him, running behind the blocking of Davis and Zach Brown.
Also on that mic was Marcus Neal, number 64, blocking.
This is going to be DQ Tony in a Wildcat formation on this play.
So Tony is now the quarterback.
This is Smith and Wilson in the backfield.
Going to give it to Wilson. Wilson trying to turn the corner, and he cannot. That guy, again, he's been all over the field for
Tell you what,
Carroll.
he has played a well of a game. That's
number 1?
That's number 2, Mazu Martin.
Oh, that's number 2 instead of 1.
Yes, sir.
Tell you what, we're a long ways away from the play, and it's hard for me to see him every time. We're using the TV up here to help us.
Yes, sir.
Jones is the left tackle for the Trojans. Middle, he's throwing. He's got him out there. It is incomplete.
Good play right there.
Both
number ones. Tony, number 1 for Charles Henderson.
that was 4, though.
And Stanquez, number 1. Milky for the Eagles. And boy, just 2 great athletes going at it right there. I thought for a minute DQ had out-jumped him, Mike.
No question about it.
Can we get a replay on that?
That was a well-thrown pass by Lowry that time, too. Right on the money. Big kick here. Going back to receive the kick is this guy number 10? That Denton.
That's old Green Shoes Denton.
Green Shoes Denton. And then, of course, here's they're kicking the ball out for the Trojans.
Good snap, good kick.
Good snap, great snap.
Barton Hicks on the money with the snap.
It needs a Trojan bounce. And then it bounces back the other way, all the way back to the 26-yard line. And ladies and gentlemen, the Carroll High Eagles of Ozark are in business at the 26-yard line.
Mike, that was a net of 8 yards on the punt.
So it just bounced. It was about like his granddaddy's chip shot.
Yeah,
got a lot of back on it.
Yeah, that one's a little too high. He needs to until he can learn how to kick that spiral. He needs to stick with that low hard one. Once he learns how to kick that spiral, then he can start kicking it high.
But right now, the biggest play in the game for the both teams so far.
Exactly. Defense is going to have to step it up here.
Then they run it upfield. Another great tackle.
Good
Look at that
tackle right there.
Man,
that's 27 Smith.
Man, was that a big time tackle. Hey, I could show this film to anybody and they like it.
Dang right.
This guy can play.
Yep.
I tell you what, he tackled him and drove him backwards.
Mike, we want to thank Bill Jackson Chevrolet for being a sponsor of CHHS football telecast. Hey, they sell you the vehicle and then they help you with it for years on to come. They troubleshoot it with you, they warranty it, everything. Go see Jim Jackson at Bill Jackson Chevrolet. They will sell you a vehicle and it'll be a pretty one. And I guarantee you they'll take care of you after the sale.
2nd down and 9. The ball is at the right at the 20-yard line or the 25-yard line of the Trojans. Going to try to run outside again, and he is going to be knocked off his feet again.
Well, the Trojans are playing good defense.
They sure are. Number 34 was there.
I mean, four times this game, Mike, we have spotted them the ball in our territory, and we've held them to 3 points so far. Yeah.
And
fourth quarter, Mike.
The end of the third quarter play with the score. Carroll High Ozark 3, Charles Henderson of Troy 3. We'll be back for the final 4th quarter in just a moment.
It's game time, and Pike County Ford is your home team for savings. Don't drop the ball and miss your chance to score amazing deals at America's favorite roster, including the #1 truck 40 years running, Ford F-Series. Plus, we've got an all-star lineup of pre-owned vehicles that feature virtually every make and model. And at Pike County Ford, we treat each and every customer like an MVP. We're easy to get to off Highway 231 in Troy, or click and save at PikeCountyFord.com. Get in the game and find out why Pike County is Ford Country.
Your local Road Mart is your one-stop tire store. We carry most name brand tires like Bridgestone, Firestone, Toyo, Michelin, BF Goodrich, and
customer service, quality care are our top priorities. We employ experienced, certified technicians trained to provide premium total car care. We use the state-of-the-art equipment and premium parts to ensure the quality of our work. Whether you need your tires rotated, balanced, or brake inspections, brake service, air conditioner repair, or scheduled maintenance, we've got you covered. Press Oil Change and Tire Engineers, Highway 231, Troy.
The First National Bank is a true community bank. That's why we created and introduced our Spirit checking account. Spirit Checking offers you checks and debit cards that display the logo of your favorite school. Every time you make a purchase with your Spirit debit card, the First National Bank will donate 1 cent to your school. Talk Spirit Checking with us today in Troy or Brundage. It's just another way we're making your banking better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back to play here at Veterans Stadium in Troy, where Carroll High Ozark has the football at the Trojan 22-yard line on a 3rd down call. He's going throwing out in the flats. He's got it completed, but he's going to be game tackled Excellent tackling by the Trojans.
Number 2 for the Trojans right there, Mike, was Johnny on the spot, and that is Raheem Walker.
Well, I tell you what, that was a big stop, and he had some help too, didn't he?
And Mike, they're bringing out the field goal.
All right, of course, they're attempting a field goal this time.
Looks like it's going to be a 38-yarder, Mike.
38 yards field goal attempt.
And from looking at the construction crane for the Troy University Stadium build, the flags are right in his face. So you might as well add a yard or two on there for wind as well. This will be a big kick.
This is Watts, their kicker. And it's going to be short. It's going to be short. No good.
I'm going to tell you, they're going to flag. They're going to flag our guys for jumping over the center. It's going to be first down.
Are you serious?
Yep. Personal foul. Personal foul. Yeah, he called it. Great call too. Hey, hey, you got to call that when you see it. Great call.
Boy, oh boy.
Great call.
What a break.
We lost our mind right there for a minute.
Don't they coach them differently than this?
Yeah, personal foul against the Trojans. You can't. I'm sure he'll be coached now. They'll coach him up right now and tell him what he did wrong.
It could cost us a football game.
Could cost us a football game right there. Could have cost you the football game.
Oh man.
And hey, Wally, was that blocked or did he just didn't kick it?
All right, let me ask this.
Yeah.
It's 15 yards.
Oh yeah, personal
to the
foul.
goal.
Yes, personal foul. Yep. It's going to be first down for the Eagles.
Boy, oh boy.
You just can't do that. You can't lose your head. You got to keep you cool.
They'll have to get to the goal line. Will be at the 11-yard line.
And I want to go back to right before halftime. Let's see. This is Cummings, and on the line for the Trojans is Cummings and Northcutt, and number 8 for the Trojans as well, Jacoby Griffin.
The sad thing about it, they had played so well against this Carroll team.
Timeout right here on the field. I want to thank Trojan Graphics, Mike, for being such a great sponsor. Jim English and Trojan Graphics, thank you for sponsoring the CHHS telecast. You got any screen printing, softball shirts, football shirts, whatever? Jim English, right off the square, downtown Troy. Screen printing, colors, anything, trophies. Go see Jim English at Trojan Graphics for all your printing needs. We'll take a quick break.
All right, now let me ask you this.
All right, crew, let's get started. Sure.
Don't ignore the law. You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 days before any digging project so you can avoid hitting our essential buried utilities. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811.
A personal touch, a high level of trust. Whether it's checking and savings accounts, personal or business loans, or our local friendly service. That's what Troy Bank and Trust customers expect. But now we offer more. Free identity theft protection for our new and existing customers. Protecting.
Not first and goal.
Back to play here from Veterans Stadium. It's 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line after the penalty. He gives it to the running back, and he's going down.
Fumble! He got back on it.
And Jamal, who is that again? Was that my hand, or who was that?
That was number 54 for the Eagles getting on that fumble. Good way to trail the play right there, and his name is Tovey Inge.
Number 32 for the Trojans made that tackle. That was a great tackle.
Tovey Inge, the lineman, the interior lineman for the Eagles, trailed the play right there, and good for him. He jumped on that fumble before the Trojans could get on it.
Okay, call it 2nd down and 10. They can make a first down right at the 1-yard line. The Trojan one. They're going to run that back again. He's going to be stopped again. Great defense by the Trojans.
We got a whistle. We got a whistle. Good. Because they were about, I'm going to tell you, they were about to start moving the pile. I could feel it. They were fixing to get another 3, 4, 5 yards, and that wing official blew it, and I'm glad he did.
That was number 3 that time for the Trojans that made that play. Is that right?
Yeah, and Fales was the running back for Ozark.
Boy, that was great defense by the Trojans.
Mike, I think that's number 2. Number 3, Kobe, is out.
He's out.
Okay,
hurt.
Number 2 made that play then. That was Walker, Raheem Walker.
Yeah, number 8 was in on it too. Jacob Griffin.
Play in this game. 3rd and 9.
Same
give
play.
It to him again. There you go.
Touchdown.
No, he goes out of bounds. He's going to mark it at the first down
yardage. First and goal.
At the first down yardage.
Yep. First and goal, Eagles. Great blocking, great run by Fales. You got to give them where credit's due, Mike.
No question
They
about
blew
it.
us out on that play that time.
No question about it. Just running hard.
Replay right here. That was number 6.
Look at people to head out in front of the ball.
Number 6, Ahmad Daly had a shot at him right at the line, but he just, for whatever reason, couldn't grab him.
Okay, first and a half a yard for our goal line.
Quarterback sneak, and he's in.
Scores.
He's in. And Mike, before we talk about anything, if you people listening will remember, right before kickoff, I said one of these teams, bless their hearts, is going to make a mistake. And right now, the mistake has fallen on the Trojan special teams as they jumped over the center and made contact with a 15-yard penalty, which let this drive keep going. And I didn't want it to be on the Trojans, but right now the mistake is on the Trojans' back. We got to overcome them.
Watts will kick it. Snap down, touch up, is up, and it is good. And with timeout on the field, the score, Carroll High Ozark 10, Charles Henderson High School of Troy 3. We'll be back with a 9:39 remaining in the football game in just a moment.
This is Troy, a proud state university where you'll find leading professors who are experts in their fields. But their proudest achievement is connecting with their students and helping them accomplish more than they ever thought possible. That's the Trojan Warrior spirit, and it's alive and well at Troy University. Feel it at troy.edu/spirit. The warrior spirit, it's in there. Always has been. Now let it out and take the world by fire. Train well and learn what it means to be a Troy Trojan. Walk with confidence, conquer, claim territory, and climb ladders. Know that you have the power to stand alone, but the comfort of knowing that you'll never have to. Discover your inner warrior. Find it at troy.edu/spirit.
All right, crew, let's get started. All right.
It's going to look for a short kick here, and they do.
Pooch, kind of a pooch.
And he's going
Don't
to take
fumble.
it upfield, but don't run sideways. Hey, turning the corner. He's going up to the 35 and all the way to the 38-yard line where he stepped out of bounds. A good return, and who was that? That was
35 or 25?
35.
J.B. Sanders.
J.B. Sanders for the Trojans.
J.B. Sanders doing a good job running that kickback.
Good field position here for the Trojans.
They're going to mark it right at the 37-yard line.
I tell you what, our
That's
front
where the Trojans will
five
start.
right here, our offensive line, our front five, they need to rededicate themselves right here. And they need to stick it down their throat right here and go down and tie this game up. This is gut check time for the offensive line right now.
And I tell you what, Smith is really played well. Wilson has played well, and he's real good when he's in open field because he's so punishing.
And this is Tony in the Wildcat with no running backs, which tells me they're going to run the fly sweep.
Coming right up the middle, and he goes nowhere. Maybe a yard at the most.
And number 65 unblocked for the Eagles, number 65, Mike, and that is Mizuni Martin, number 65 for the Eagles, was unblocked, and he almost took the quarterback before he even got through the line.
Johnny Neal that tackles Brown and Reed is the center. Kendall Davis is the other guard.
No gain on the quarterback keeper, a quarterback draw, we'll call it. Same formation. This time he's going to give it, I bet you. Nope. It's going to be a quarterback sweep. There he goes.
You named it. You got to turn it upfield.
He does.
He does.
Good hard running right there by DQ Tony.
They're going to mark him out at the 44-yard line.
About 3rd and 3.5 coming up for the Trojans.
They got to make it all the way to the own 48 for a first down. Big play here. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me if this went 2 down here. 4 down situation with this kind of time to go. Clock moving, 5:23 remaining in the football game. Charles Henderson trails 10-3.
Lowry checks back in at quarterback for this 3rd down play.
And I think we can throw long on him. We've had him out there before. Go run the option.
Good
He's
pitch.
got room and he will not get it.
Yeah, good. We're going to have
a flag down there.
Flag down right there. Number 7 on the tackle. Number 7 is holding his like he might have face mask or something. But let's see.
Let's see here.
That was Timothy McClendon on the scrape and the tackle for the Eagles.
Holding against the Trojans.
And they're going to decline that.
And you still got plenty of time to kick it and play defense. I believe I would kick the ball away and play defense.
And Coach McClendon, I believe, is making a coaching mistake right here. He is taking this penalty, and let me tell you what's fixing to happen. Noah Lowry is going to throw it up to DQ Tony, and it might be incomplete, and we may have to punt. But just what
if? At least have the chance.
What if DQ Tony out jumps the guy?
You're exactly right.
You know?
You're exactly right.
If I'm the coach for the Carroll Eagles right here, I'd decline this penalty and make Troy punt.
Because they do get the ball back.
That's right.
I think he might rethink this, but no, he's not. He can back him up.
That's okay. And now I guarantee you, I guarantee it. I'm prognosticating, of course, but if I'm the offensive coordinator for the Trojans, somebody's going to have to cover DQ Tony on this play.
Yeah, and I noticed earlier in the game, I felt like we could throw deep against them. Let's see if we'll have time to throw deep.
I agree. We got to block.
Up at the top of your screen. Watch this guy at the top of your screen.
They blew it dead. They blew it dead. Flag. And with them killing the play, it was something on the line.
They're going to walk this off against the Trojans.
Dead ball. Encroachment on the defense. No, we lined up offsides. Encroachment on the Trojans.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's against the Trojans. Usually when they blow it like that, well, that's right. Either been encroachment or...
Could be on offense or defense in high school. In college, if they blow it dead, 99% of the time it's on offense, you're right. But in high school, it can go either way.
Okay, let's see if we have time to throw the ball downfield.
Come on, DQ, make a catch.
45 and the clock is running.
I want to apologize to the Ozark people watching live right here. We are pulling for the Trojans.
Throws across the middle, got him.
Oh,
dropped it.
Oh, late hit.
Late hit. Well,
that's a late, and they're going to call it.
Right there. Let's see what the throw's going to be.
I'm going to tell you, we're fixing to get our hearts broke right here, guys. This is going to be a 15-yard penalty, and it's not going to be enough for a first down. We're going to have to go for it.
It won't be automatic.
No.
Okay.
So.
Well, it was in Keyshawn Campbell's hands.
Do we punt it or do we go for it, Mike?
Yeah, I think you go for it.
Go for it?
Well, if it's over or if it's at midfield or beyond.
I got you.
I think.
Okay.
But let's see.
Yep.
But still, there's plenty of time. You're right.
Yep.
Trojans got 2 timeouts left. Carroll has 3.
Here's your replay, Mike. And right there, the play's over. Yep, dead ball foul. Another replay. Once he misses that ball, the play's over, and it's called a dead ball foul.
Yeah, that was a tremendous lick.
And did they? Yeah.
Here comes Smith into the offensive backfield for the Trojans.
It's going to be third down.
Are they going to replay the down?
All right,
I thought that.
No, it's 4th down.
Yeah, they didn't give us but 10.
They declined it. They went in and declined it.
No. It was an incomplete pass.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I'm going to tell you what. Y'all, hey, we need to rewind this because I think we didn't get but 12 yards. I think, man, where was the line of scrimmage? It should be 4th and 2.
All right, here we go. DQ Tony's the quarterback.
Maybe I had it miscalculated, but I thought it was going to be 4th and 2.
And 5. They got to reach the 48 for first down.
Tony, he pulls it, and he's got it.
Got to go down him and head more.
Go, DQ,
Here comes DQ Tony down the sideline, inside the 30, all the way down to the 29-yard line of Carroll. Yep. And the Trojans are in business.
That's right, Mike. And great speed right there from DQ Tony.
It sure was.
And Neil, here in the replay booth, we went back and looked at that, and that you are correct. They had that wrong. That was about 5 yards off.
Yeah.
And it could have been a difference in the first down or not.
That's right. But luckily, Spencer, we're still going in this drive.
All right, here we go. Tony stays in at quarterback with 2 backs beside him. Going to give to Wilson. Good move. Wilson, 20, 15, 10, 5.
First and goal.
All the way to the 5-yard line goes Wilson.
First and goal, Trojans.
They're great, outstanding running back. And the Trojans are in business at the Carroll High 5-yard line.
Yep.
7-11 left to play here in the football game. And the Trojans have bounced back from what looked to be adversity to a first and goal at the Carroll High 5-yard line.
Here's your replay, Mike.
Enjoy watching.
I like the way he bounced. I like the way he got north and south for about 15 yards before he bounced it out.
See, that's what he does so well. Once he gets an open field, he's hard to stop. Okay, let's see what they do. They keep DQ Tony in the game. And now they got wing backs on both sides. In motion, they're going to give it. No, he's going to lift it with it. And that was close.
I'm going to tell you what, the defense played that really, really good.
65 for Carroll made a huge play.
Yeah, number 4 covered Wilson on the outside, and that was Isaac McLeod. So DQ had to pull it.
And I think he's related to the McLeod that played with the Pittsburgh Steelers, or down there he played with Buffalo Bills from Troy University.
Is he?
Yeah.
How about
remember
that?
McLeod, don't
I
you?
do,
Play
yeah.
in Troy?
Yeah.
He's from Ozark. Okay, a big play here.
Second and goal.
Second down and goal. We're going to give it, leave it with Smith. With Jamal Smith. Look at Jamal Smith go.
Right down to
Boy,
the
he
one.
was stopped at the line of scrimmage, and he's now inside the 1 yard line.
Yeah, it's going to be third and goal from about 3/4 yard line. We got a replay coming.
Charles Edson sends in their big team. Here's Jamal Smith coming into the game.
And this is
number 57.
Wilson and Smith are in on this next play. And you can see on this replay right here,
They didn't give us inside.
Smith is hit at the line of scrimmage.
And they didn't give us the 1 foot line either. They gave us the 1 yard line.
Okay.
Make sure we got everybody out of there.
It's right on the one. You're right.
We'll run straight at them. Let's see if we can make it.
Wilson or Smith?
Wildcat. He didn't make it. He did not make it.
Big call right here for the Trojan.
And that was out of the
staff.
Wildcat.
Yes, it was. It was a direct snap to the running back.
Is that Smith or who is that?
It was a direct snap to Wilson. And we did not block the edge rusher. And the edge rusher was unblocked, and he almost took the snap.
Boy, oh boy, what a break. They had the ball. Trojans had the ball at the 1 yard line, and now they're back at the 5.
That's right. And it's going to be big. The Trojan coaching staff needs to call timeout right here, Mike.
I do. I think so too.
They need to.
And I think they need to know whether or not I think the passer needs to be in the game.
And Lowry's running in.
Lowry's coming in.
This is a great spot for the Trojans to call timeout. You got to call timeout right here.
Even though timeouts are very valuable, but look, don't hurry. Don't be in such a hurry. Call timeout.
We did not call timeout. Lowry throws it to Tony. It's batted down. And I just really thought the Trojans needed to take a timeout right there, Mike. I don't know. They felt like they had the momentum, I guess. The coaching staff really felt like they had the momentum and wanted to keep going. Well, so you can't blame them, but, I thought that would have been a great spot.
Who was the pass?
DQ, Tony.
In the corner?
Yeah, it was.
Well, what a break and what a great effort by Carroll High School.
And I'm going to tell you the problem on that drive was the busted blocking assignment on the edge rusher on the 3rd down play.
Yeah.
That was. So, anyway, 4:53 left. Carroll retains the lead 10-3 as they'll take over at the 5 yard line. Timeout on the field. This is going to be the heat timeout for the referees. And with that heat timeout, we want to thank Hastings Shipman and Wiggins for being a big sponsor of the Trojan Athletics and also the Half Shell restaurant, Mike. And if you go to the Half Shell, you can get they got certified Angus beef ribeye steaks tonight. They cook those on Wednesday nights and Friday nights. Certified Angus ribeye beef steaks at the Half Shell, and they are awesome and juicy. Also on Tuesday nights, they got $5.99 burger night. And you can get a burger and fries. And this is a big-time hamburger now at the Half Shell. Great taste, flavor. Go see Scott Ward and the crew.
Everything's good at the Half
Shell. And we want to thank them for sponsoring Charles Henderson Football on Channel 2, Troy Cable. We appreciate that. And go get you a steak Wednesday nights and Friday nights.
We're going to leave it right here. And what a defensive performance that was by Carroll High School as the Trojans dodged, they didn't dodge a bullet. They missed the bullet, as they could not score from a 1 foot line, and Carroll High takes over on downs with 4:53 left to go in the ball game.
And Mike, I get
Charles, if they did anything at all right on that last play, they did save a timeout.
Yeah, and maybe we can get a safety right here and get the ball right back.
No
also,
question.
I want to thank Joey Merida for all the photography he does of Trojan Athletics system-wide. Get on his website, buy the buttons, and Joey Merida, thank you very much.
Again, they moved and they didn't call it. That's a
good
defense.
Good defense by the Trojans.
The Trojans have played very well on defense all night long. You could not have asked for a team to play any harder on defense.
They've been out there. They've been out there a lot. I bet Ozark has run twice as many plays as us.
I don't know if Carroll had played a team this good on defense since
Beauregard.
maybe the only game they lost.
Beauregard
Yeah,
in the
right.
playoffs last year.
And this is still clock moving with 4:21 left. They do a great job of killing the clock. You notice how shortened this game was. It's just a little after 9.
Yep.
Pike County the other night was 10 o'clock by the time we got this time.
The fullback.
Inside handoff, got to make a tackle here.
This is Denton.
And green shoes and all, he made it gain about a yard. Again, gain tackling Trojans. Big number 73, the young ninth grader at Northcutt?
Yes.
Boy, what a future he's got.
I'm telling you what.
He'll stay with this game.
Yep. Mike, go see Mike Shelton, State Farm Insurance, out on 231, across the street from Hardee's.
All right, Neil, if you stop them here, you stop the clock, and then you got one timeout left and a chance to make something happen. But this is the biggest play in the game right here.
No doubt. You got to block
Have
the
to
punt.
stop them.
Block the punt would be big.
Well, it will be too, but the chances of that are
you got to sell out on that. You
is
gotta
stopping
sell
them
out.
here
Yeah.
and then taking it for a touchdown.
They're going to try to draw us off sides.
Don't commit yourself. That would have
Delay a game. Delay a game on Ozark.
Good discipline on the part of the Trojans.
Again, I want to go back to what I was saying a minute ago. Go see Mike Shelton at State Farm Insurance, across the street from Hardee's, kind of across the street from Troy Bank and Trust on 231. All your insurance needs, home, liability, car, any type of insurance needs, go see Mike Shelton. Yeah. And they got the old double check, the old Aaron Rodgers double check commercial.
Carroll High saved us a little bit of time here by calling timeout. So we're tickled there with 2 timeouts left, 3:20 left to go in the ball game. A stop here will get us the ball back, and we'll see what can happen.
Yep. And I imagine
Carroll leads 10-3 after both teams made field goals in the early part, first of the second half, in the early part of the second half, where it was kept 3-3 for a long time until the Trojans made a big mistake.
Special teams mistake.
And a special teams mistake, and gave them a first and goal from 11. And they found a way to get it in the end zone for a 10-3 lead. This Trojan defense, though, you look at those young men out on the field, they have worked their rear ends off to make some things happen.
Dillard, Northcutt, and Pollard. Montavis Cummins.
And that's right. Big play here, huge play here. They're going to give it to that I-backfield tailback right there. And he stopped. They stopped him.
About 4th and 2.
Now you call timeout. Call timeout. The clock's still moving. Won't you call timeout? Why are you going to let them run off this clock?
Yeah, they are. They're going to do that. They're going to let them run it off, Mike.
Oh, man. Why are you doing this?
It's going to be
about the clock.
It's going to be about 2.5 minutes when the next snap.
Oh, boy. Now did they stop the clock then? They just, you know what? They just blown it in.
It's a running play, Mike. They kept the clock moving.
I know. They got 20 more seconds left.
Right. It's going to be about 2:25 when they get there.
I hope the timeout's more important than the seconds that are moving off this clock.
Mike, we also want to thank Marcus Paramore, the District 3 Councilman for Troy, Alabama. Thank you for supporting Troy Athletics, Mr. Marcus Paramore.
We have just given up about 40 seconds of clock. Giving them 40 seconds of clock.
Now, the Carroll Eagles call timeout with 1 second left on the clock right there.
Oh, boy.
And before we go to commercial, I want to thank Mama Goldberg's, Mike. You want a good sandwich, or let me tell you about cake in a cup. Miss Joyce Dix.
I know it will.
Miss Joyce Dix makes cake in a cup. You go to Mama Goldberg's and you get you some of them Doritos with cheese. They call it nachos. Mama Goldberg's up on the square. What a great meal. And the atmosphere in there. They got that old brick on the side of the walls in Mama Goldberg's. And just go, if you want a throwback, and go eat at our restaurants on the square, local money, local restaurants. Check out Mama Goldberg's on the square. We appreciate y'all being sponsors of CHHS football.
We have just given up close to 40 seconds worth of clock. I can't get over it. That is a lot of playing time right there. Okay, they've got it back. 4th down. They're going to kick it back. We don't even have anybody back. We do not have anybody back to receive the kick.
And I'm okay with that.
If it rolls, I'm not okay with it. Let's see. That's going to be a short kick, though. But then it takes the big roll.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's still rolling.
It's
all the way
right.
to 9. You don't send anybody back
That's
to the 41-yard line.
We did not chance a muff punt right there. I like that.
But then what are your feelings about giving up 40 seconds of clock?
Well, I thought we should have called.
I can't wait to hear your reply if you were for that, buddy. You're out of your rocker.
I thought that maybe the coaching staff for the Trojans would have stopped the clock, knowing that Carroll was going to punt that ball away.
And you were doing exactly what they wanted you to do, let you run the clock.
Yes,
and
sir.
they did.
And,
but again, big play here, big play there.
Hindsight being 2020.
217, we would have had it at 240 or 250.
Yeah, hindsight being 2020. If we tie this game up 10-10, we'll forget about it.
You're right.
And if we may need those
Exactly
two timeouts right
Well,
here.
it means a lot more to me than it does
But
you,
I would have
evidently.
took it too, Mike.
I would have took the timeout.
When you stop them on third down and you know they're going to punt, you save that time.
Exactly right. Here we go.
Roll out.
We're throwing out in the flat, and it's just
incomplete.
a long pass fly, incomplete. We got to throw the ball downhill.
I'm going to tell you what, I'm glad he didn't catch that because he would have been no yardage and the clock would probably kept running.
That's right. Trojans have it. First and second down and 9, or second down and 10, excuse me, from their own 41.
The Trojans
12 remaining. Let me do this here.
In this game, 10-3.
2:12 remaining, and we're going down the line here. High backfield now. It's actually one back behind Lowry, and we'll be throwing the football, I do believe. No, they're going to give it. Bingo. And now the clock is moving with 2:07. And we gain a yard, or actually no yard gain on the play.
We need to get some ants in our pants.
It's now third down. We're going to have to throw the ball downfield, and if we catch it, get a first down, stop the clock. We drop the ball, and stop the clock.
I want to
clock moving.
I want to thank Terry Garrett
53.
with Garrett Enterprises Earth Moving for sponsoring CHHS football.
He's going to throw it downfield. He got it across the middle. He got the first down.
Hold the ball. First down, Trojans.
They need to be up there ready to go right now.
Well,
get up there ready to go.
Clock stops.
Stop clock. 1:39 remaining.
Great pass by Lowry.
Red perfect across the middle. I
Good,
thought we could
good
throw
catch
it.
by DQ
I felt like
Tony.
we could throw it across the middle most of the night.
Number 8 on the coverage right there for Ozark.
Reed's in the center. They started the clock back at 1:35. Here comes Lowry.
Sprint
He
out.
got him thrown complete, get out of bounds, and he does.
Good
at the
throw
40,
and catch right there.
40,
About
37-yard line.
Second and 4 for the Trojans.
37-yard line, second and 4 for the Trojans.
Good little drive going right here for the Trojans. Still got both timeouts in our pocket.
Exactly right.
Again, we want to thank Terry Garrett with his earth moving and septic tank business or lot preparation. If you build a new house, call Terry Garrett with Garrett Enterprises. His daughter played softball for Charles Henderson. Just a great Trojan supporter. He graduated from Charles Henderson. Thank you, Terry Garrett.
They've got one safety right in the middle of the field to give to Wilson. He's got running room. He's still going. He got his first down. They'll stop the clock.
First down, stop the clock.
We'll get back to the line of scrimmage as soon as possible. Clock moving at 1:17, or stop right now at 1:17.
Yeah.
And the Trojans call timeout. Their second timeout of the half. They've got one more left as Coach McCord calls timeout. And while we're timeout here, I want to remind everybody again, big game here tomorrow, 5 o'clock kickoff, Troy University and Alabama State. We want to fill the stadium. We want a record enrollment, a record crowd here tomorrow for that game.
That's right.
5 o'clock kickoff from right here at Veterans Stadium as Coach Brown and his team tries to recover after last week's tough loss to Boise State. Next week, Charles Henderson heads to Greenville for a good one. You and Wiley gonna go be doing it, and
Greenville's much improved
and
this
hopefully you'll let Wiley get a word in edgewise next weekend. I tell you what, I've been around a lot of folks that are talkers. You're the best I've ever seen.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, you're the king.
I've never seen a talker in my life like you. You're unreal.
Well, I appreciate that.
I'm just here, listening.
You should have seen him when we were kids over there on Glenwood Avenue.
Oh, yeah.
I know it. Great bunch of guys. Okay.
I really enjoy it.
Big play here. First down from the 27-yard line. Got to reach the 18 for a first down. Lowry got him out there. He's made
Good
he
move.
got room. He goes short. He's going to go to the 10.
Yes, sir.
Inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Let's see where they spotted right at the 9-yard line.
First and goal,
They'll
Trojans.
stop the clock with 1:06, but then they'll start it back as soon as the chains are ready. But they're not ready yet. But hopefully we're ready. Great effort.
There's not going to be any change. It's first and goal.
Great. I tell you what, Lowry's done a great job of engineering this team down the field. from the 9, 59 seconds left. We have one timeout left. He's going to give to Wilson, and he is going to be stopped. No, he breaks a tackle. He breaks another tackle. He breaks another tackle.
Get up there, guys. Get up there.
We need a timeout. We need a timeout right here. 45 seconds, 44.
Timeout Trojans.
Timeout Trojans with 41 seconds
Second
remaining.
goal from the 6.
Second and goal from 6. What an effort by Wilson that time.
That was special effort.
He looked like he was going to go down, and he refused to go
down. On this replay, they hit him at the 13, Mike. They hit him again at the 12. And then he turns it upfield, north and south, and gets all the way to the 6.
Exactly.
Just individual, I'm not going down effort.
Exactly. Watch this effort here. 1 tackle broke, 2 tackles broke, 3 tackles broke, 4 tackles broke.
Great individual effort.
Now, here's a situation where you don't want to be caught outside the end zone. Isn't that right? You need to throw incomplete or in the end zone. Don't you agree?
If you want to run it, you got one running play.
Make one running time, see, then they're gonna try to slow things down.
I'll tell you,
and it could use up a lot of time.
Do we want
no timeouts left?
Do we want Hudson Dix or number 11 to get it on the speed sweep right here and try to run to the pylon?
Well,
because
maybe
everybody think Wilson's getting it.
You got enough chance. You got enough time for 2 running plays.
Right.
2 running plays. You've got enough time, I think, for 2 running plays. And boy, what an inning this has been. What a football game this is. Hope you've enjoyed it live right here on Troy Cable, Channel 2, and you folks watching on Facebook across the world.
Or YouTube.
Watching this game on YouTube.
What a great production.
Ball's at the 6-yard line. Carroll of Ozark in white, Charles Henderson of Troy in blue. And here's the big play call.
Second and goal from the 6, but the thing here's the clock, Mike. 41 seconds.
Okay, Lowry is the quarterback. What's his daddy sitting up here on us? Right here. He's going to throw.
Drop.
He's got him across the middle. He throws. Incomplete. Wisely did so.
He was getting rid of it. He was getting rid of it.
Very wisely did so.
Rid of it. The play wasn't there.
34 seconds left. Got plenty of time to throw in the end zone.
2 plays.
He's got 3 cracks in the end zone right here.
2.
Well, he's got 3. Oh, that's right. That's 3rd down.
Yes, sir. 3rd down.
So you got 2 cracks in the end zone.
Since you threw it on that play, you've committed to throwing it 2 more. No more running.
And I think you'll be, you're right, you'll be taking a huge chance if you
were going to run it, you need to run it on that last play.
Yeah. Okay, coming rushing in the game for the Trojans is number 4 for the Trojans.
He's replacing Jordan Hudson Dix, and that's Kelshawn Campbell, the tight end.
Campbell, the tight end.
Speed sweep.
They're going to run it, but he's going to throw it. They got him wide open. No. Overthrows. But it was very good defense by that guy from Ozark.
You're right. Number 2. Number 2 for Ozark, Mike, and that's Mizzou Martin.
You know what? If I had to give a game ball right now, I believe I'd give it to him.
Yep.
For Ozark.
Hey, the game comes down to 1 play, Mike.
Because that guy has really been everywhere.
4th and goal for the Trojans.
What do you do here? You can't call timeout. You don't have enough time.
If you got a 2-point play, this is where you run it.
But they haven't started to run the clock yet, so you got the full 25 here.
But you got to run your 2-point conversion play. That's your trick play. That's your pick play.
I thought that was a good design play back then.
I did too.
The Ozark guy just stayed at home. You know?
I did too. That may have been a 2-point play.
Yeah.
But you got to run your 2-point play right here.
4th down. This is the ball game right here.
It's got to be in the end zone, guys. It's got to be in the end zone.
Oh, too much time? They called timeout.
Ozark calls timeout.
With 22 seconds left.
4th and goal, Trojans.
We'll just leave it right here. This is quite a football game.
And we knew it was going to be.
And it's been played very hard by both teams. I tell you couldn't ask for a better effort by either one of these teams.
I tell you what, we were setting up right there. We had trips to the right, and they were kind of in almost a bunch formation out here to the right, and we were going to run a little pick rub play out there to try to get one of our receivers to get the defender to run into another receiver, kind of a pick play, kind of a la what Clemson did to Alabama in the national championship game. That's what we were setting up right there, and we're probably going to come back to that.
And then a few plays other was a halfback pass back to the quarterback.
Yeah, no, it was coming back to the tight end, dragging across. That's the old Lutzenkirchen play from Auburn.
I got you.
Yeah.
Oh boy, what a ball game it's been. I hope you've enjoyed it. You folks in Ozark had to be tickled pink with us coming live from for you this tonight, right here on Troy Cablevision. And of course, you've got a very good football team, and I know you want to support them as much as you can during the football season. They lost only 1 game last year, and I don't know if this is the same team that they with the 2 running backs they had last year, but this is a good football team.
A very good football team, Mike.
Okay, last play of the game for the Trojans. Win or lose, both these teams played very well. But, of course, we're trying to tie the game up. Here we go. 10-3, 22 seconds remaining, 4th down. Let's see what they
Lowry
call.
in the shotgun. Rolls out to his right. He throws it. He's open and he's loaded down. It's got to be in the end zone, guys. It's got to be in the end zone.
Wins the football game.
And Ozark's going to win, barring a safety and them kicking it to us. We still can get a safety, and they'll have to kick it to us. And I don't know what they told them in the huddle, but that route needed to be in the end zone. And I don't know, Lowry just short-armed it, got nervous or what, but he just did not get the ball all the way out to the receiver. And the receiver tried his best to slide and catch it when it was underthrown a little bit. But it just, that ball's got to be thrown in the end zone.
He slipped down. The receiver slipped
Lowry
down.
needs to lead him on out into the cone there, right there a little bit. And dadgummit, you know, I was saying it from the beginning that the route needed to be in the end zone, in the end zone, in the end zone. But either way, good defense by the Eagles. You can't knock them right there. Lowry just short-armed that one a little bit.
I think we got too many men on the field, but it doesn't particularly matter.
It doesn't matter. We just hope they fumble the snap and we get a safety.
And he hits the
and
ground,
they did.
and that's it. That's the ball game.
That's the ball game.
What a game it was.
And, hey, congratulations to the Eagles. They held their composure together and stopped the Trojans twice down on the goal line in the second half.
Sure did, no question about it. You got to hand it to them. Great sportsmanship on both teams. Great football game. Charles Simpson comes out on the short end over Carroll High.
10-3.
Carroll High 10, Charles Simpson 3. Wally, I know it's tough to sit there and watch your son, who's quite an athlete, did a great job of getting his team down in position.
He did.
He
really did. He really did.
And I know you're proud of him.
I am. It's just a tough break, you know.
Yep. And I'm proud of all the Trojans,
Yeah,
Mike.
I am. I'm proud of all
I mean,
of them.
Ozark could run the table again this year.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I don't know who made the schedule for Charles Henderson, but open it up with UMS right and then Ozark right behind it. Good gracious.
Well, I tell you what, I'll just tell you this, as good as Carroll High is and as well as they played, they were very fortunate to beat Charles Simpson here tonight.
You're right.
Charles Simpson had a lot of opportunities right late in the ball game.
They did.
To won this football game, but again, Carroll High just keeping the ball, keeping it simple, keeping it as simple as you can be.
Yeah.
Just running between the tackles, again, sweeping a little bit. And in the second half, they came back and ran the sweep outside.
Mike, I
Charles
think
Simpson defense was pretty much there.
They were.
If they don't have a 15-yard penalty here.
Carroll threw the ball 3 times tonight.
If they don't have a 15-yard penalty for leaping over the field goaler's head, then you get the ball back, and Charles Simpson
has a chance to go ahead.
They're still 3-3.
Yep.
So that actually, like you said, it was going to be a mistake somebody made, and that turned out to be the difference in the game, and that was what it was.
It was, and you hate
that one play right there.
You know, you just feel sorry for these are high schoolers, Mike. They're not big-time athletes.
Right.
They're not D1 athletes. These are high school kids, and you hate to see one of the kids make the error. But we knew it was coming for either Ozark or us.
And let me say one other thing. Hopefully he had been coached different to do that. That he could not leap over a guy like that.
Right.
And of course, you've been officiating a long time.
Yeah.
That's been a rule for a long time.
Forever and ever. You can't do that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a tough win for the Eagles, and they go now to 2-0, and they get ready next week as they go over to their crowd across the field. And those guys from Ozark, all you folks that came to Ozark this week to watch this game against Charles Simpson, saw a great football game between two of the top 5A teams in the state of Alabama.
You got that
Carroll
right.
High of Ozark and Charles Simpson High School of Troy.
And Mike, I want to thank Spencer Thomas and his Studio 52 Productions as they run the highlights of the game right here. Thank you, Studio 52 and Spencer Thomas and his entire crew. We were on YouTube tonight. We were on Facebook. The replays were incredible. These highlights are incredible. Where else can you go and get high school football live and in this type of format other than Troy, Alabama and Troy Cable?
I haven't seen the film, but if I had to give a game ball to a Trojan, it would probably be Jamal Smith. He had to make at least 15 tackles
I
today.
guarantee you he did.
And made vicious tackles and kept his team fired up the whole time. And, hey, the defensive coordinator at Troy, Charles Simpson, my hat's off to you, my friend. You coached a heck of a football game.
He did.
defensively against this Carroll team. Nobody has shut Carroll down like this in a long time. Than they did tonight before this Charles Henderson crowd and this Ozark crowd here at Veterans Stadium in Troy. Neil, your final word.
I'd like to see the Trojans, even though they're 0-1 in the region, regroup, get it together, show the composure, show the compassion, show the fire, come out and get it together and whip Greenville next Friday night. And don't let the 0-2 start get to you. You can still make this a special year.
No question about it. And Wiley, one other thing from you. Wiley, of course, had two other brothers that played for Charles Henderson. Nobody knows Charles Henderson football any better than Wiley Lowry and his two brothers that played so hard here for so many years at Charles Henderson High School. Wiley, it's hard to ever see a Trojan team lose, but at the same time, you got to be proud of the way they played.
Yeah, I was, Mike. They played their hearts out. Just things. We didn't get a couple breaks. I think that was the key to the game. But like Neil was saying, if they come back out next week and play hard and get determined, hey, we got a great season ahead of us.
No question about it. And of course, again, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed our telecast of Charles Henderson High School, Carroll High School of Ozark football from the Veterans Memorial Stadium here in Troy. Of course, it's been a beautiful night, a great game of football. And that was football the way they played back in the old days, hard-nosed, tough, and where one mistake could cost you the ball game, and that's what happened, here tonight to Charles Henderson.
And you hate that.
It was a player that leaped over the line of scrimmage to block a field goal attempt. The field goal was way short, would have been no good. It had no bearing on the play itself, but it was a 15-yard penalty. Gave
first and goal.
Gave him a first and goal situation, and they finally put it in on the third down with their big running back breaking tackles and scoring. Charles Henderson went down on their end of the field twice, inside the 5 twice, and just could not make the big play to get in the end zone. Carroll High, though, did make the big play, and congratulations to them. They win the football game.
Their defense too strong.
Roger McDowell really has done a super job with this Carroll High program. And now they go to 3-0. Charles Henderson go to 0-2 with a big game with Greenville coming up.
Yes, sir.
It should be quite a football game.
Another region, no break.
Greenville beat guess who the other night? Beauregard. So Greenville's very talented again, but this is a talented Charles Henderson team.
It is.
And they're going to get better and better as the year goes on.
They good. They will.
Neil, any last remarks?
I don't guess so, Mike. I hope the Ozark people have a safe trip home, and our hearts go out to the Hurricane Irma victims tonight and everybody that's fleeing Florida. And I'm proud of the Trojans, the way they played. We've lost 2 games in a row, but boy, it just feels like the Trojans are real close to playing great football, Mike. And I'm gonna applaud them and hope that next week we can get on a winning track.
No question about it. Of course, for Spencer Thomas and his whole crew here, man, I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this is Troy, Alabama, high school football at its very best, done on video and on cable TV like very few high school games are done. And we're doing it right here in Troy. And thank you for your great effort, Dan and all the great folks, Tyler, and we appreciate so much all the great effort of the people that put this together. Well, I know you folks in the Ozark are enjoying this big victory because it was a big victory. Neil, 2 heavyweights in this region, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, no doubt. These two teams to be in the same region, and Eufaula's not going to be a pushover either.
No question.
Charles Henderson and Carroll of Ozark and Eufaula in the same region. I'd say that's a pretty daggum tough region.
No question. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for all our sponsors. Man, we couldn't do this without sponsorship. And again, we thank you so much for watching our game tonight, and that you'll continue to watch Charles Henderson High School and Pike Liberal Arts School, Goshen High School, Pike County High School, and numerous other schools throughout the football season on Troy Cable Channel 2 and also
Studio 52
Productions
on Facebook and YouTube.
Facebook and YouTube across the world. Ladies and gentlemen, we bid you farewell from Veterans Memorial Stadium in Troy. Remember, tomorrow afternoon, right here, 5 o'clock kickoff, Troy and Alabama State at 5 o'clock. And, of course, we bid you farewell. Well, once again, the final score, Carroll High of Ozark 10, Charles Henderson High School of Troy 3, in a great football game. See you next week.